Tykee Smith. I needed to
Gotta talk about this big old bust.
This guy sucks. I hate
You
this
are
guy.
a fool for talking
I hate this guy.
good about this guy.
It's the IDP show, now you know.
Welcome to the IDP show. I'm your host, Josh Raymer, joined in the Soda Check tonight, Adam Markham, Bobby Reynolds. It's a great night for sports. We got college football on this TV.
You got George Pickens playing for the New Mexico State Aggies.
We got our Tops playing against New Mexico, trying to make a game out of it. So if you see us glancing off in either direction, that's what's going on. But we're glad you're here. Welcome to the off season. Welcome to a new year. Hope you all had a fantastic Christmas and
Got
New
the
Year's.
split TVs, Josh.
I know. The TV is back. It fell off the wall about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and Bobo finally got us back.
Hey, but get it? Splits.
Look at you. We are talking splits tonight, people. It's like he never left. It's like he, didn't come down with some sort of horrific illness, which was sort of the theme of the Christmas season this year, boys, was like everyone and their mother was sick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Christmas was run for me. Still got it lingering a little bit, so I may just have like a little coughing outbreak, so apologies for that.
There is a cough button over here.
Good.
I can give it to you. Just give me the big wide eyes.
Cool. Yeah.
It's about to come out.
But yeah, it was miserable. It was terrible. But it did, it's new perspective on life again, so that's nice. Quesarito's back, so it's like things are kind
I was like, what's causing the new perspective on life? It's not the illness that almost took you out. It's the quesarito being back.
Yes. Yeah, so that's good. That is good stuff. Also, the volcano quesarito, I noticed that was back as well with the volcano sauce. So
quesarito, a Mount Rushmore fast food item, in my opinion.
Stop taking it away, Taco Bell.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
We'll go there a lot more.
Yeah, and I mean, are y'all doing well enough that you can take the quesarito away?
It kind of feels like y'all need all the wins you can get, Taco Bell.
It's not like McDonald's where they're like, "Hey, McRib's back," and you're like, "All right, let's go run this again, see what this is like."
No, I can't do the McRib.
I don't still do the McRib anymore, but there was a time in my life where I would have been able for that.
Younger man.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
More hardy digestive system than
Also,
what we have now.
Speaking early,
Didn't know as well.
Early Big 3 days. Have you seen that? Like Mountain Dew has way more. Like even now they have different divisions of Baja Blast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
There was some like tropical Baja.
Yes, they do.
Some type of orange Baja.
I tried it last night.
How was it?
Weirdly enough, yeah, it was good.
Okay,
yeah, it was good.
Mountain Dew,
they're all good.
Yeah, has never had a bad flavor. They did have a gingerbread cookie one, I think, one year. Now that was bad. That was not good. But that's the only one I've ever had where I'm like, we don't have to do this, guys.
You doing just a quesarito at Taco Bell or anything else?
You said the nacho fries.
I think the chicken quesadilla is always going to be like a staple.
Yeah,
that's a great one.
Really, really good.
And then the nacho fries are very good.
Yeah,
big fan of those.
I just love the fire sauce. You put
fire
sauce
is
on
the best sauce.
It's not even hot. It's just a great flavor.
Agree. Yeah.
It's kind of like when you go to B-Dubs and you get the Caribbean jerk. I don't know if y'all are a big fan of that one. It's not super hot. It's just like, man, it's just a good taste.
That's a good one. I like that.
Caribbean jerk on some boneless wings. Man,
I'm here for it.
Sauces are great.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, we're taking it back to the big 3 days.
Yeah, sauces are very good.
New year, new me. Except
when you're a kid, you don't really
the old us.
You don't realize how important sauces are. Like my son.
Yeah.
Like they don't know. He doesn't know yet.
For sure.
He's starting to get into it. He's starting to put the mild sauce on the tacos.
Okay.
But still, he doesn't realize like the cane sauce and like all these just things that really enhance the food.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like it wouldn't be the same if they didn't put the sauce in there for you.
Yeah.
I'm glad,
gotta have the sauce.
I'm glad Taco Bell had his back.
Me too.
I've missed him.
Me too.
You kind of needed,
gonna be good.
You needed something to come back into the rotation because if you kind of get burned out if you're doing Chick-fil-A every meal.
I hadn't been doing
Chick
or whatever. I do. Chipotle is always in the mix. For me.
The only thing I'm doing at Chick right now is the Southwest Chipotle soup. Like
that's a good one.
That's probably not what it's called, but it's not. It's like a spicy chicken.
Southwestern chicken or something.
Dude, it is awesome. It is awesome.
It's a good one. I got a little burnt down at one
I thought about you the other day, too. I did the Tamale Joe salsa sauce on the breakfast burrito.
Oh, wow.
That's probably not what it's called either. But
Chick-fil-A's breakfast
it was fire.
I think tier 1, number 1 for me.
A little heavy
Texas Pete.
Texas Pete, that's it.
With their jalapeno.
What did you call it?
It was a little heavy on the egg, so I had to have a talk with the cook.
Sometimes you're too much egg.
I'm at Chick-fil-A. I'm not at Egg-fil-A.
Yeah.
Egg-fil-A.
You know what I mean?
That'd be
I know exactly what you mean.
different type of restaurant. Well, welcome in. We're glad you guys are here. And yeah, as Adam alluded to with his joke that flew right over my head, we're talking splits tonight. We are looking at the 2025 season. Consider this your 2025 season recap. We're going to be looking at probably, 25 to 30 of the most interesting splits. Addy, the data is overflowing for you this offseason. We've made some improvements behind the scenes. Now you have all the data, all the logs for every relevant IDP. And so you were able to go through and basically pull out weeks 1 through 9, weeks 10 through 18, who started slow and heated up, who was on fire to start the season and cooled off, and who was just good all year round. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight.
Yep, and what's cool is if you are a subscriber, you can do the same thing. We're going to have this all set up for you to be able to go through and look at things, these same splits 1 through 9, 10 through 18. Also, I'll probably do like a 15 through 18, just to kind of see like how some guys finish the year. But yeah, it's going to, the data, the ranks, everything is going to be majorly upgraded this offseason. So this next month is going to be very busy for me, but it's going to be exciting.
It's going to be good. I was talking to Jake Colhagen earlier today about some even more improvements to make this data more accessible, to be able to like search it and query it and find what you need from the data. So it's all happening behind the scenes, Bobo. People smarter than I are putting their minds to work improving the data side for us, which is very exciting.
You talking AI?
Maybe.
Okay.
It's not human intelligence, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I think so.
It's not HI.
It just does kind of reek of some AI type of stuff. I'll say
I'm
that.
not even sure that Jake is a real person at this point.
No.
I think he may be an AI avatar. So.
We have met him, but there's something off about him.
There was. He
JI.
glitched out a couple times. He kinda
something
went
in his
blurry.
eyes.
Yes. Very worrisome. Jake, we're worried
a
about
doll's
you, buddy.
eyes.
Like a doll's eyes.
I don't think he blinked.
You didn't. You're right.
Now that
I don't
I'm
think he
thinking.
blinked one time.
We need to go back and rewatch this.
Yeah, he's confirmed AI.
Confirmed AI.
The answer.
That's that was like the Buffalo Bills had Allen Iverson do their schedule reveal. Remember that?
did
That was a
enjoy
good
that.
one. He's like, "Why am I even here, dog?"
Yeah.
It was good. Good old AI.
Man, good day.
That's the only kind of AI I'm interested in.
Absolutely.
Really.
Yeah, crossover.
But let's start here. We're going to talk defensive line, linebacker, and DB. Addy, we're going to start with DL. What kind of were you looking for? Were there certain players in mind that you wanted to pull their splits, or were you just kind of bouncing around seeing what caught your eye as you went through?
Yeah, really the guys that picked it up the second half of the
Can we
season.
stop for
right?
just a second? I'm so thankful the season's over.
I'm as well.
This is the part in the season where I feel like with the show it gets more fun. We can kind of chase rabbits. We can kind of talk like objectively, like big picture type of things.
Yeah, it gets you're just
Some of
recapping
those
what
week
happened.
13s, 14, it gets to be a little bit of the pits.
It's a bit of a grind.
And then the views dip off too, so it's
Absolutely.
like that's
It's a hard time.
we're not completely motivated by that, but I mean you do like to see the numbies be better.
Yeah.
When you're
It
putting in
is.
the work.
Yeah.
Right. It is a weird conundrum because week 17 is the most important week of the season.
Yeah.
It's championship week, but the fewest people are interested in it because everyone else has been eliminated except for 2 guys in your league. So it's a weird thing of like importance goes up, but interest goes down. Everyone's tired and burned out. And I like the offseason as well. It's kind of a chance for us to dig into more of the dynasty side of things. Our episodes can be a little longer. We can be a little looser. So, yeah, we're glad you're here for the ride, folks. It's going to be fun.
Sorry to interrupt you, Addy.
Yeah, Addy, you were
Holidays
kind of,
too, though. There's all that
Yeah,
going on as well.
that's tough.
So
Oh,
if people,
yeah.
it's just easy to check. in
Everyone's
and out of.
sick, as we have discussed.
Correct.
So,
Yeah, at this point, it's like, can we just get through the holidays? Can we just get to like February, March? And
can
then
we fast
breathe a
forward to
little bit?
disc golf weather?
Absolutely. Hey, I played today.
And our
It's always
demo,
disc
our
golf weather.
demographic, I think we got a lot of people that are dads,
Oh, yeah.
older type folks. I
Hey.
mean, so we're all kind of going through the same
And championship
seasons
week,
of life.
Championship week starts it. We had a lot of people in the live show. So I mean, I would hopefully, a lot of y'all got some championships out there as well. But I mean, I think a lot of people had some skin in the game late in the playoffs, and
Yeah, a lot of our subscribers hopefully do.
yeah.
So, all right, Addy, you were kind of bouncing around. You were mainly looking for guys, it sounds like, that heated up as the season went along.
Yeah, right. And then, some of the guys that we maybe didn't give as much love to as we should have. Just wanted to kind of touch on, guys like that. But yeah, mainly like players that got better. We don't have a lot of guys that got
Worse as the season went along.
right. I mean, we, But I mean, honestly, the main thing that I took away from all this stuff is just that this whole game is just a game of windows.
It is. Yep.
You really don't have to.
Every month is like a little mini season.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
And you really have to. That's why you can't look too. I've always really balked at the idea of rest of season rankings because it's like,
Who
brother,
cares?
this is going to change dramatically in 2 to 3 weeks.
Yes.
Like you need to be looking at most like maybe 2 weeks out. Because things just change too much. And, like, trying to project in December when we're sitting there and, like, end of September, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And just, I mean, like, don't get hung up on players, really. I mean, it's like Myles Garrett, as awesome as he was this season for, like, the first 14 weeks, he really wasn't what you needed in the playoffs, I mean, so, yeah, I mean, just when you have the opportunity to sell players, sell them.
Take advantage.
I think so. Because you can always, we've talked about it a lot. We're going to always talk about this when it comes to IDP. You can always manufacture stretches, and that'll be evident when we go through some of these names.
Well, let's get into it. Let's kind of roll through just maybe like a little 4-pack here, and then we can discuss a few of these players here. But starting off with a rookie in Atlanta, James Pearce Jr., weeks 1 through 9, 3.2 points per game. DL 195 in total points. Weeks 10 through 18, though, boys, 17.3 points per game. DL 5.
Damn.
In total points.
Didn't realize that.
Right. That is way higher than I thought. We're going to talk about a linebacker a little later that really shocked me where he finished in total points. But, yeah, this was truly a tale of two halves for James Pearce.
Yeah, I honestly didn't care for it too much because trying to mess up things for C-Swesh and his Defensive Rookie of the Year award.
I've listened to a lot of like award chatter, and thankfully, Abdul Carter and Nick Amenwari are more of a thorn in the side of C-Swesh's D-Roy campaign than James Pearce Jr.
Yeah.
When I've heard this discussed, he's typically the 4th name on the list.
Right. It's because of the metrics, I think, for him. Like,
Right.
They're not as, I think I have him here. 45 pressures on 360 pass rush snaps. So that's actually a solid pressure rate, but just 8.5% pass rush win rate. I think like his pass rush grade was like in the 60s. So
Do you know his run defense? I kind of heard people
and that wasn't his game at all.
Right, exactly.
That's not his game. So yeah, I'm sure that was not great, but yeah, Pearce is going to be one of these guys I think that has a really, really nice ceiling. Finished his DL 24 in total points, and he averaged 10.7 points per game. So pretty good stuff. We saw the snaps, get better and better as the season went on. So I'm expecting very big things from James Pearce Jr. moving forward. We've got him, I think, inside the top 12 for edge rushers. So very bullish, very excited. If you're an Atlanta fan, I think you should be pretty excited too.
Yeah, the only kind of, I wouldn't even call it a red flag, but just something to keep in mind, obviously, they let go the head coach, they let go the GM. So we're looking at, obviously, new head coach, new GM. I've seen rumblings they may keep the defensive coordinator, Jeff Ulbrich, in place. But I don't like this sort of uncertainty because you don't just have a new coaching staff, you also have a new GM, a new decision maker who has no ties to the previous regime and their players. So that always makes me a bit nervous for Dynasty, but I think Pearce and Jalen Walker should be fine.
Yeah, right.
Since there was such a heavy investment in them from this last draft.
Yeah, I think they're good. Like, I think, especially James Pearce Jr., I think he's just good. I don't think it really matters too much, like, when it comes to scheme for guys like that. Like, just put him on the edge and let him do his thing. And
there's
like
not a lot of rookies that had 10-plus sacks in their rookie season.
No.
That's rarefied air.
But I think he translates to pretty much any defense. I think any defensive coordinator would love to have a James Pearce Jr. off the edge.
Right. So next up here, one of Addie's favorites, Andrew Van Ginkel, weeks 1 through 9, 14.1 points per game, DL 131 in total points. He just played 3 games in the first 9 weeks due to injury plus the bye, but weeks 10 through 18, this was the guy you needed, 18.5 points per game, DL 3 in total points. He finishes as DL 17 in total points and DL 7 in points per game with 17.4.
It's quite sick missing 5 games like that.
54 tackles, 7 sacks in 12 games, Addy. I think we will see once again, because the overall finish wasn't quite there because of the missed games. I think people are like, oh, yep, Andrew Van Ginkel, look at that. They won't, I don't think, dig in enough to see like, oh my God, points per game wise, this dude was a top 10 defensive lineman.
I hope not. But yeah, I agree. I think you'll probably be able to get him like as, high end edge 2.
Yeah,
probably be drafted like edge 12 to edge 18.
Yeah.
I would think. I'll be at the higher end of that for sure.
I think your fast draft exposure will be
I'll have
probably
him,
the highest amongst
I'll have
any
him
of the
into
drafters,
first probably.
right.
And I think the way that's gonna fast draft in general, I think you're gonna see like probably the first 15 out of the first 20 picks are all going to be edge rushers, right? What do you think now? Like that's going to be the new move, I think.
People are going to see that
you got to have the edge rushers,
right? You got to have. This was the year you needed Myles Garrett and Brian Burns.
Correct.
So you just need to try to land on the combo that gives you like 35 sacks essentially.
Yeah. So that's what I think we'll see him still have still be highly drafted, but he should return. Just because I think this dude is slept on a little bit. PFF numbers aren't going to be anything prolific, but they've been solid. And they've been solid since he really started getting his opportunity. I think it was like a 14.4% pressure rate last season for Andrew Van Ginkel. So, I can't turn your nose up at that. But it's always about motor with this dude. This dude does not quit. Going to have a really nice tackle floor as well. So just a player that I love and one on all my rosters.
Now, Bobo, I think this, skipping down here, and we'll come back to Jeffrey Simmons, but I think this next guy on the list, though, is one you might be a little more interested in. And the way he came on at the end of the season, I can't blame you. Dallas Turner, weeks 1 through 9, 6.7 points per game, DL 103 in total points. Weeks 10 through 18, 16.4 points per game, DL 7 in total points. Finishes as DL 25 in total points, DL 33 in points per game, 11.8. Bobo, what's your temperature on Dallas Turner at the end of his second season?
I was looking at the Vikings salary cap for 2026. Jonathan Grenard is really expensive next year. He goes to about a $22 million cap hit, and in my opinion, he has not been worth that type of dollar figure. I don't know. I'd have to actually look up his individual contract to see if there's any way to get out of that. But
yeah, I'll look that up while you.
I don't know. I still feel like it's going to be a weird world with Dallas Turner. I still don't feel like the floodgates are completely open quite yet until we see one of AVG or Grenard get out of the way. Because really for Dallas Turner, I think the recipe right now is that he needs to see at least north of 70% of snaps, preferably like 80% of snaps, just because he seems to be that type of player. The more playing time that he gets, the big play potential is there for him. Not only in sacks, but also in like forced fumbles and like, I don't know, he's just kind of a little baller, kind of a little playmaker. He's almost like a little Buddha kind of on the edge. He's not a real big guy. So I love Dallas Turner, but I still think he's going to have kind of you're going to be let down a little bit again in 2026, I'm afraid.
I don't know, man. Looking at Jonathan Grenard's contract, they can save about $13 million cutting him loose.
Wow.
And are the
he
Vikings...
He was really good, though, man.
He is.
He just doesn't stay healthy.
That's the thing, I think, is that let's see what the Vikings...
Y'all are over $30 million over the cap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you all... Yeah.
Not in a great spot.
$30 million, so you're going to have to... You can always restructure these guys, right? You can always convert, $15 million of that salary cap into a signing bonus and get that cap number down. But they're going to have to do some cap finagling with Grenard or just... cut him and eat the dead money.
Yeah, I would imagine they could find a trade partner pretty easily for Grenard, but that's what I hope for as well.
I think you're right. I think what you need to be doing with Dallas Turner is I think you need to be preparing. Like if you're not sending trades out now for Dallas Turner, you're slowly going to start losing time.
You know what I heard that was kind of interesting was people talking about the Vikings, finishing the season pretty strong, actually.
Yeah.
Like Brian Flores is getting some head coaching buzz.
9 wins, right, for
yes.
us? That's
and so
solid.
What I heard was that, I've heard the Seahawks defense described kind of the skeleton key that unlocked everything for them was Nick Amenwari, right?
Yeah.
The skeleton key for the Vikings was Dallas Turner. And so that's what gives me hope that this team, this coaching staff, which is going to be back in place, we'll see where Brian Flores ends up, but this team knows what they have in Dallas Turner. This is an ascending asset rather than I'm not going to say a progress stopper in Jonathan Grenard, but someone who's older, later in their career. I think you're going to see more opportunity for Dallas Turner in 2026.
I hope so, man. Because
That's the world I want to live in.
he is such an athlete. Like you watch that dude fly around, and he's special. So,
But I mean, you could get Dallas Turner for like a third maybe this offseason.
yeah, if you can do that, you absolutely got to do that. I mean,
Yeah.
because he's gonna be like, once he breaks out, he's
Yeah.
gonna be a top 8 edge rusher for us. I mean, like I have no doubt.
I think he goes from a third to a first value like
Quickly,
real quick.
Yes, I agree. So, yeah, if there's people that are, and again, like you might still have the opportunity to buy next season. Like we could see him do the same type stuff. Why is Dallas Turner only playing 40% of the snaps this week? So, but yeah, you also gotta like understand like how much that really does affect like a player's stats, like when they're not getting the full workload, especially like finishing games, because that's where the production really comes for these edge rushers. The end of these games, that's when I'd say most sacks happen.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, we need Turner to see the field 70% of the snaps. Once we start getting that and getting that consistently,
I think it's
up.
coming. I think he showed too much this season.
Yeah,
to
what he
keep
finished
him.
was 10 sacks. I mean,
He had too much going for him to put that genie back in the bottle.
yeah.
So
he's awesome, man.
we'll talk about him. Bobo. Let's talk about Jeffrey Simmons, though. I want to give the big guy some love. He was just damn good all season. 15.6 points per game, DL 21 in total points, weeks 1 through 9. Weeks 10 through 18, y'all, 19 points per game. DL 6, D tackle 1 in total points. He finishes as DL 6 in total points, DL 8 in points per game. Is he, I think you had Byron Murphy as your D tackle 1 last we checked in. Is that still the case? Where's Jeffrey Simmons now, given this dominant performance he put up last season?
Yeah, we had to give the nod to Simmons. We moved him up to 1.
I think he deserves it.
Byron Murphy and Jalen Carter 2 and 3, I believe.
Okay.
So, but
That feels right.
This is what we've always wanted out of Jeffrey Simmons, right? I was a little unsure that he had this ceiling in him, just because he'd been like mainly like around 13, 14 points per game, right? But yeah, to see him take this next step is very, very nice. Like, do I expect him to repeat this next year? No, he'll probably fall back in that range that we're kind of used to. Just because this feels like a bit of an outlier season, but still, as far as like defensive tackles go, like when you're really looking at the list and stuff, like there's just not a lot of
fired up about from defensive tackle.
None of
man.
them. None of them. It was a very, very bad year for defensive tackle. So yeah, I mean Jeffrey Simmons, he deserves to I think be number 1 in Dynasty.
And you hope that you get a coaching upgrade in Tennessee, right? You've got the young quarterback. I mean, I could see a Bears type situation for the Titans.
Agreed.
If you get the right head coach in place, you spend some money in free agency, you have a good draft, you build around Cam Ward.
I really like Cam Ward. I was very impressed with Cam Ward.
I thought you said you don't really like him.
I'm a fan.
I'm sick over it because, it seems like the AFC South all has the quarterback position settled, and our dude, popped his Achilles.
Yeah.
Our other guy broke his eye socket, and Phillip Rivers is 58 years old. So it's not a great place to be.
You got thirsty girls.
Yeah.
I know. I did like bringing Steichen and Ballard back. It's like, look, the season fell apart when our quarterback popped his Achilles.
Right.
Like, it happens. You can't fault him. The start, I think it's funny. I think if we go back and check like the beginning of the season when the Colts were doing well, I think I said at some point in some form or fashion, this feels like an 8 or 9 win team that will be scrapping for a playoff spot late in the season and ultimately miss out. And they got there in the weirdest way imaginable, being 8-1 and then losing like your next 9 games, I think it was,
Yeah.
or something like that.
they're
The next 8
8-2.
games, 8-2.
Y'all would have been in though if you stayed healthy. I think
if DJ stays healthy, but when he broke his leg, that was sort of the domino that started everything else, overcompensating and popped the Achilles. So we'll see how next. Oh, wait, we don't have any first-round picks, so that's cool for the next 2 years. Love
Speaking
that.
of sauce.
Yeah, speaking of sauce. Love that for us. Let's talk Jalix Hunt. Bobo, did you have Jalix Hunt in our main league? He feels like one of those kind of smaller-bodied edge rushers that you...
I have Nolan Smith.
Okay, I knew you had one of the Eagles guys. Well, Jalix Hunt was a menace in the back half of the season. 9 points per game, weeks 1 through 9, DL 57 in total points. But weeks 10 through 18, 16.2, DL 8 in total points. He finished as DL 14 in total points and DL 26 in points per game with 12.8. What do we make of this, though? What do we make of the Eagles' edge rushers? I'm kind of like, you have Jalen Phillips, you have Jalix Hunt, you have Nolan Smith, you have Jahad Campbell. I'm like, do we like Jalix Hunt the best out of this quartet here?
I guess I kind of do. I mean, Jalen Phillips, is he going to be there? Like, if they didn't re-sign him.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be a free agent this offseason. We'll see if they want to bring him back or let him go test free agency.
Either way, it's a rotation, right? Like, I mean, all those guys are kind of similar to me. I mean, Jalix Hunt has played the best recently. So, and I mean, gosh, that guy just kept making, like, he had like the flukiest weeks, like the interceptions. It seemed like every week he was just doing something. I think he had like a touchdown at one point, but yeah, he was awesome. I mean, also like the PFF stuff was really, really good. 55 pressures on 346 pass rush snaps. So that was 16th most pressures among edge rushers, 10.2% pass rush win rate. So, I mean, good stuff. I mean, this is what going to be year 4 for Jalix Hunt. So,
is it just? Here's what I think we could be looking at: is we're back in a place where it's Nolan Smith and Jalix Hunt off the edge. Jalen's who was the Dolphins? Thank you, Jalen Phillips. There's too many J names in here because you have Jalen Carter as well.
Yes.
But you have Jalen Phillips is gone in free agency, and then they let Nakobe Dean walk as well. Jahad Campbell goes to linebacker opposite Zach Bond, and we're back in a place where it's Nolan Smith and Jalix Hunt.
Yeah. I mean, that's – and I don't think that's a terrible spot. You know, it looked a lot worse last year, but, like, these guys kind of broke out a little bit. I mean, Nolan Smith, I still expect him to be a solid player. He just wasn't healthy this season. But, yeah, I mean, I think you got to be impressed and encouraged with Jalix Hunt. So
you also have two pretty nasty defensive tackles in the middle of that defense.
Right.
You know, arguably the best two duo in the league.
Vita Vea and Kalijah Cansey are pretty nice.
Yeah, I agree.
Cansey can't stay healthy, though.
I know,
That's true.
but God, he looked good that last game, didn't he?
Yeah.
He wrecked that game.
Yeah.
No, Jalix Hunt is actually just going into his 3rd season.
Wow.
So I think him and Nolan Smith both got drafted the same year, right? Because
Yeah, I guess
Nolan
so.
Smith is going into year 3.
I guess Hunt was like a 3rd-round pick, I believe.
Yes.
But, I mean, looks like just another slam dunk pick
Right.
for Philly.
This is what they do.
Yep.
So let's talk about some old dudes, though. Cam Jordan, Chase Young, DeMarcus Lawrence. Come on down. Weeks 1 through 9 were nothing to write home about for Cam Jordan. 7.3 points per game. That was DL 72 by total points. All these point totals, big 3 scoring, of course. Weeks 10 through 18, 17.3 points per game, y'all. DL 11. The old man's strength kicked in when Cam Jordan needed it. He finished his DL 1, 21 in total points, DL 31 in points per game. Chase Young, this was the one that blew my mind the most, though. Weeks 1 through 9, 16.2 points per game. Now, DL 75 in total points, though, because it was a 4-game sample. He missed the first 5 games. It's Chase Young, after all. Plus, he had the bye. Weeks 10 through 18, though, did not see a drop-off in points per game, 17.3. So he actually went up over a full point. DL 12 in total points. Finishes the season DL 22 in total points and DL 9 in points per game, 16.9. It's weird to see both the Saints guys average the exact same number of points per game weeks 10 through 18. Cam Jordan, Chase Young, 17.3 points per game. Let's also throw DeMarcus Lawrence in here. Weeks 1 through 9, 10.6. Weeks 10 through 18, 14.2. Finishes as DL 28 in points per game. DeMarcus Lawrence clocking in very high in my playoff rankings because I like that Seahawks defense, and I like the old man being able to get it done in the playoffs. So let's talk about Chase Young, though. I dropped Chase Young during the season in our main league, and Eddie, I'm an old man filled with regret. I'm not too big to admit that I made a mistake. I need to look in the mirror and do better.
Yeah, I mean that's tough. That's a tough pill to swallow right there. But I mean,
Missed the first 5 games, plus had the bye.
right?
Like,
And history kind of
right. What am I holding out hope for?
we kind of wrote this guy off probably a little too soon. He is just 26.
No, there's no way he's 26 years old.
I know. I was shocked to see that as well.
That's a misprint.
But yeah, 26.7. Maybe we do need to double check that because that seems impossible.
I'll see what I can do.
But
Hit the AI.
But I mean, PFF numbers even more impressive for Chase Young. 86.3 pass rush grade. That was 9th best among 122 qualifying edge rushers. 49 pressures. That ranked 27th among edge rushers. But also remember, he only played 12 games, so it was a 17.2% pressure rate. That's the best of his 6-year career. 15.2% pass rush win rate. That is so hard to say.
It is.
Never, ever
Wait.
gets that. He ranked 29th out of 122 edge rushers. So, I mean, great stuff for Chase Young. Also, I mean, like, it seems like he has matured. Like, I listened to his interview at the end of the year. Very good stuff. Was just very impressed with Chase Young. I think he was just in a good situation, being next to Cam Jordan.
He's paid. I mean, he got, 4 years?
Right, 4 years, 60-something.
Right. I mean, he got paid. I hate to admit this because I think we have shoveled dirt on this guy, but Chase Young is back, man.
Yeah,
the Saints finished with 8 wins. I don't know if y'all realize that.
Yeah, I mean, the rookie QB seems
Tyler
pretty solid.
Shuck was actually really solid for them in the back half of the season. I think there's a little something to this defense. So, Bobo, I hate to say it, but I think Chase Young may be back.
I'll sit on the other side of the fence while y'all are on the he's backside.
I mean, I'm not going to go
No.
nuts.
Y'all are in the
not buying
pasture.
him.
Y'all are in the he's back pasture. I'm still on the road. I'm gonna keep passing him by.
He's
I don't think we can just dismiss this, though.
No, I agree.
I think we have to give this the respect it deserves of, like, oh, wow, Chase Young actually put together a solid performance for once.
he's just not stayed healthy before, and that's been a
That is an issue.
That's been a difficult thing. But I mean, it's fun to see him stay healthy and do this. But he'll be 27 years old in April. So you're right, he's still young, but I'm not.
That is so crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
So he must have come into the league at like 20 years old, probably.
And that's why we liked him so much, right?
yeah.
He checked all the boxes coming out, like immediately
Number 2
productive.
overall pick, wasn't it?
Right, everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really been the health, and then I think the bust label, that's hard to shake, and sometimes it takes removing yourself 3 or 4 years from those type of situations, and that's hopefully what we're starting to see from Chase Young. Good stuff. I mean, he was responsible for me winning a couple of those best ball leagues. I took him super late, in the 14th, 15th
nobody
round.
wanted Chase Young.
And I mean, that is that won me the league, no doubt about it. So
yeah, came into the draft 2020. It feels like he's been in the league since way before that.
Yeah, man, he
doesn't it?
came in with Judy and
That's
CD.
crazy.
He was a heavily drafted IDP, and
So that
and
was-
right when we start, this was
Right. That was
started
our
doing the show.
first rookie
Yeah.
class that we would have been talking about because we started in July of 2019. So that's crazy.
But I mean, you are right, Bob. You're talking all this about him, we're not going to buy him.
yeah.
I mean, because again,
Hopefully you scooped him off waivers.
right.
In leagues like ours where, he was dropped midway through the season, hopefully you just scooped him up and have him for free. But yeah, I'm not going to go. I don't trust Chase Young enough to go pay this new higher sticker price to go get this guy. No, thank you.
But the
Right.
price will rise next year. I mean, the best ball price will get higher
where
than
he'll
the
be drafted.
16th round.
He wasn't drafted in the fast draft last year, but now he is.
Oh yeah,
He'll be a top 6, 6-round pick,
for sure.
that's not a world that I really saw.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's see where he was. Where do y'all think he got drafted by our ADP?
He would have been in the 150s.
Agreed.
Yeah, he was 153.
Wow.
He was edge 51, DL 69, which
Wow.
is very, very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope you are able to scoop up Chase Young and can reap the benefits next season. I'm not trusting it enough to go pay for this guy.
In Dynasty, just ride it. I mean, just see
Right,
if he can do anything next year.
What are we doing with the old guys, though? Cam Jordan, DeMarcus Lawrence. I mean, these seem like classic sells to me.
Yeah, I still feel like DeMarcus Lawrence probably has a few more years left. Cam Jordan, I mean,
Pretty much over.
it's going to be, I think, some
More soup commercials and
high dips.
He has
more soup
the
commercials, yes.
he does have the soup. He also has the laundry, right? Like his jersey stinks and his mom
Yeah.
comes in to
maybe that's what I'm
fix it.
thinking of.
Yeah, DeMarcus Lawrence. How old do you think DeMarcus Lawrence is?
He's 31.
33.
Oh, wow.
So he's way older than I thought. That maybe he's 29, 30. No, 33 years old.
He does seem rejuvenated there in
Yes.
Seattle. It's a great situation. Also around a lot of grown ass men. Like that defense seems like they're having fun, right? And
Oh,
I think
they're-
they've said that a lot, that they all like
Right.
gel very well together. You can see it in the play. So
He signed a 3-year deal with them. 3 years, $32.5 million.
he's got it.
DeMarcus Lawrence,
You got to
yeah.
be fired up. Going from a dysfunctional team like
Right.
Dallas, you're next to this. Remember all the shots that him and Micah Parsons were taking each other. This offseason. So
yeah.
doesn't seem like the healthiest locker room. And yeah, I think he's just in a much better spot, man.
Yep, playing for a great defensive mind.
The 1 seed.
One
That's
seed,
sick.
so that's going to be a fun team.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not necessarily buying in on these old guys doing it again, but
No, but it's great. It's a good reminder. Like you can
Well-
do it different ways. You don't have to just have the Myles Garrett's.
It's-
put a pin in these guys for when the
There you go.
playoffs start to get close, because
in the right matchup, they
Right.
can. They
But
can
I mean- Exactly.
be a top 12 edge rusher for a 4-week stretch.
Look at the last couple of years. You've had Khalil Mack had a crazy year, 2023, I guess. Kyle Van Noy, AVG is not a young guy by any means, So
but they're guys that no one cared about.
for sure, free 99.
Yep.
Let's talk about your Rammies, though, Bobo.
Let's do
it's
it.
time. Kobe Turner, 6.3 points per game, weeks 1 through 9.
Yeah,
Weeks 10 through 18, though, 12.9 points per game. He was D tackle 2 in
Yeah.
total points. So good end to the season for Kobe Turner. Jared Verse, 15.2 points per game, DL 13 in total points. And weeks 10 through 18, 11.2 points per game, DL 25 in total points. I know you have said previously on this show, Bobo, jettison Jared Verse into the sun.
yeah.
How are you feeling about him now at the end of the season, looking back?
Okay, so as a caveat or a little asterisk, he did win me a ship. His little, what did he do?
The block field goal.
The block field goal return for a touchdown cleared me by Lorne in blunted enough to where I was like, all right, I'm safe now. I can turn this off.
I can exhale.
But other than that, I agree. I mean, I already kind of read a little bit of Adam's notes, so I don't want to step on his toes very much. I'd like to hear Adam's opinion, but my status is still rinse and repeat. I am just tired of the bull rush. Just kind of gets old. It seems like that's about all Verse has, is just trying to manpower and just kind of run over an offensive lineman. I don't know. Y'all can talk more, less of a Rams fan. But, I mean, just watching all the games, it just gets tiring seeing him get
It's a similar.
so close.
We talked about it last
Pressure
time
king.
when you were talking, airing your frustrations with Jared Verse. That it's a very similar experience with me and Latu, of like watching this guy get into the backfield very quickly and not finish these sacks. It's
Yeah.
maddening because he has the ability to do it. He's just got to refine his game a little more.
Yeah.
But you feel it twice, especially if you're rostering this guy and he plays for your favorite team. But Addy, I think you're not souring on Jared Verse. I think we're maybe readjusting expectations, it seems like.
Yeah, just kind of over the hype, I guess, with Jared Verse. Just because it was out of control, like you mentioned. This guy was being drafted like as a top 10 edge rusher. He was anointed as the next big thing, and it was just kind of, I don't know, just a kind of a boring year. I just think that this guy might not have the ceiling that everyone else thinks he does.
It always struck me where he was being drafted. Like, do you realize how much better he has to be than he was in 2024 to pay off this ADP?
Correct.
You're not even at his ceiling. You're on like a really tall ladder on top of the ceiling.
So look at this. So 2 years at Florida State, his sophomore and his junior year. I mean, good tackles. He had, 48 tackles his sophomore year. 17 TFLs is cool, and 9 sacks. But then pretty much the same thing. He had 41 tackles his junior year, 12 TFLs, and then 9 sacks. So, not a 15 sack Will Anderson. Will Anderson had a heavy sack year.
We know he's got that in his range.
But I think he did. That's what I'm saying, though, is like not one of these guys
He had
that
like a 17 in a year, I think.
What did James Pearce do? He had a crazy sack year, didn't he? At Tennessee?
He could have. He just didn't play him enough.
Maybe that
remember?
was it. Okay.
Yeah, Jared Verse. I think the hype was just out of control, though, for this guy this offseason. I mean, I think that's what's fueling the sting a little bit here, because he improved. I think he went up almost 40 points in total points. He improved his sack total by 3. He had fewer tackles. He had 8 fewer tackles than he did in 2024. But I think we just expected the sun and the moon from this guy, and he did not take the sort of step that we needed to pay off that ADP.
Now, I will say, if other people are pissed off too, it might be a nice little buy window. Like, I'm aggravated, but I'm probably not selling.
I like how we always are like, this dude, we got to readjust. The ceiling's out the butt.
Well, I mean,
I might buy.
Because the price was a first.
For sure.
You know, that was just what he was.
Now you could feel it out a little bit.
Now you could probably get him for a second.
Agreed.
I would imagine.
For sure, yeah.
So, I mean, at that price, yeah, I'm also like, if I'm in the market for an edge rusher, I'll bet on a little bit of a glow. Because, again, like the PFF stuff, like, great for this dude.
Go trade a TJ Watt.
Is he just one of those guys that we need to look at as a high-end edge two rather than an edge one?
I think so.
Is he in that Josh Allen kind of camp?
He's the Nick Bolton of
right,
edges.
yes.
Yeah.
He's always going to be right there.
Can you trademark that? Can you do something?
Nick
to
Bolton
trademark
of
that?
edges. Is this the
That's yours
Levante
now.
David of Bobby Wagner's?
Yes, that's it.
The Mike Evans
Just
of...
a guy that
of Bobby Wagner's.
which pour one out. That streak's over.
Yeah, man.
Also, Roquan's tackle streak is over now.
Yep.
He limped out of the season. But yeah, just Jared Verse just seems like a 10 to 12 sack a year type of guy,
At
which is
most.
it's just not, you know.
I mean, 4.5 and 7.5 his first 2 seasons.
Right.
All right,
Yeah.
so in Dynasty, would you rather have Jared Verse or have Byron Murphy? Not Byron Murphy.
Byron
Young.
Byron Young. I'm still going to go with Verse. I think they're both about the same.
Josh, are
same.
you?
Also, that's another thing. Like,
Yeah, I
again,
think so.
Jared Verse, he's 25. You know, he's already
Still-
25. Whereas like Dallas
Chase Young
Turner's-
is 26.
right,
Right.
Dallas Turner's
This
23. James Pearce, Abdul Carter, both those guys are 22. Like, and I think those guys just have like nice ceilings, but also they're 2 years younger than Jared Verse. So, yeah, he's just kind of lost a little bit of his shine for me recently. But again, like I will not be surprised this guy does convert on these sacks because the PFF stuff is really impressive. Like 6 in pressures with 80, 15% pressure rate, 16.8% pass rush win rate. That was 13th out of 122 edge rushers, 82.2 pass rush grade. That was 15th. So, I mean,
But you got to think at some point this offseason the Rams are like, Jared, we gotta convert some of these, man. You've got to start, stacking some of these pressures, actually getting to the quarterback.
and I noticed that when he was running back that blocked field goal, it's like he looks kind of slow, dude.
Not
like,
super quick.
Yeah. And so I don't know. He's not like the type of edge rusher that I fall in love with. Like
But
the
it was-
power stuff is cool.
And it's also very situational to where it was like the Rams picked him in the first. They needed an edge rusher really bad. He had decent enough college statistics to where it kind of got us hype. But what if he was just what if the Rams overdrafted him a little bit? What if because like even in these best balls last year, whether it was best ball or fast draft, I mean, he was like a top 10 edge off.
I have it. He was DL11 by our ADP, DL9 in D-Up. He was a first-round pick in D-Up.
Jeez.
So the hype was out of control. I just think we need to reset expectations on Jared Verse, and then we'll be able to appreciate this guy a lot more.
But buy him if you can.
It does feel like he's going to have one of these
I agree.
Brian Burns
Yeah.
like type of step
It
seasons.
It does feel like Brian Burns is a pretty good comp.
Yeah, what if this is V2 Brian Burns?
I
right?
mean, I do feel like we're going to see a season
think
where
that-
he has like 14, 15 sacks.
I think that could make sense. Now, from a guy
but
that,
he'll regress the next year.
right, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. I'm with you on this next one, Addy. Abdul Carter, I think, is the biggest buy in Dynasty right now because the hype was out of control. This was a guy being drafted in Fast Draft, where it's 60 players across all positions, and it's like, why are we drafting a rookie behind Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau? But you look at weeks 1 through 9, it did not make us feel good about any of us that had him in Dynasty and Redraft and Best Ball, anywhere. 5.2 points per game, DL 118 in total points.
And was playing.
Yes, exactly.
Had,
Wasn't
was
buried
playing
on the
over
bench.
50% of the snaps.
Right. Weeks 10 through 18, though, 12.6 points per game, DL 26 in total points. Finishes as DL 50 in total points, DL 71 in points per game with 8.7. So the actual IDP production, not there, but you think there's reason to be optimistic when you dig just a little bit deeper.
Yes. I mean, this guy seems actually good. Out of 122 edge rushers, 84.5 pass rush grade. That was 10th best. He was 11th in pressures with 66, He had a 14.7% pass rush win rate. That was 33rd. Just 22 years old, you know. Some folks are saying this guy, you know, the world is potentially his. So I tend to agree.
I love that you wrote that in your notes.
I tend to agree. I didn't write
Some
that.
are saying the world is his.
That was AI.
Oh my God, is Adam AI? He may be. His eyes don't blink, folks. That's why I can't keep the solo cam on him.
Wow,
too long.
look at the amount of scarves at the Ole Miss game.
That's right.
A lot of scarves.
Southern type of thing.
Southern Belle.
Right.
I can't wait till they inevitably show Michael Irvin beating the Gatorade cooler here in just a minute.
Oh, they showed him
Miami
just a
wins.
second ago.
Getting his belt out.
Yeah.
He's ripped up, man.
Yeah, he is.
He is. He might be on some
100%
drugs
on
still.
He's on a lot of
steroids.
things.
Bobo, Abdul Carter, we buying?
Yeah, where was Abdul Carter drafted in XFL? Second.
High.
Yeah,
he
high
was the
second
first
round, I'd
IDP
say.
off the board, I'd imagine.
Me and old Ratty, shout out Benny. We were talking about the first round of 2025, the rookie class, and kind of redoing that as far as like where people would go or who would come in or who would go out. I mean, would you go James Pearce over Abdul right now?
No.
I wouldn't either.
I don't think so either.
I think that's too. Carson Beck earned that $4 million contract.
Seriously,
dude.
man.
Wow,
Well,
hotty
don't. Yeah,
totty.
we don't have to step on. I think that's actually our next episode. Is we're going to redraft some rookies. So
That'll be fun.
That'll be fun.
Nice.
It's
But
always
yeah,
a good
Abdul Carter,
exercise.
fantastic buy right now.
But yeah, I mean, like, there's got to be like 3 IDPs inside the top 15 when you're redrafting.
C. Swesh, Abdul,
Iman
Iman
Wari.
James Pearce in a lot of leagues.
He's
gonna
up
be
there
drafted
for
high.
sure.
Yeah, I wanted to see.
I don't know
where-
that I try, but the thing with Pearce is like I very impressive what he did.
for sure.
I think we were fans coming out. Like he
Yeah.
was like the guy we liked probably the most tape wise. But it just feels like he's gonna mess up at some point,
Yeah, he gonna
right?
do something.
There's just those players that do that.
Yeah.
The Tyreek Hills, the
Yeah.
Rasheed Rices,
Yeah.
like they
Yeah.
can't like they something happens at some point.
Wasn't
Right.
that his MO?
ticking time bomb. Yeah, he had character concerns. That's why he fell.
And
in
so
the
that's
draft.
what scares me with him.
Yeah.
Nothing else other than just that.
But
that
then you have
he's-
Abdul Carter, who can't quit wanking it in meetings or whatever it was that he was
Yeah.
getting in trouble for. I mean, got
Yeah.
benched twice for some sort of shenanigans. They said he was sleeping in the facility during practice. I'm
I
like,
like what you said.
but that's just more of like a little like.
sometimes you just gotta wank it
Yeah.
in a meeting. I get it.
I don't know I don't know that I've seen that confirmed, but
I'm just
that's
speculating.
quite the allegation.
That's like when we thought
new Louis
what-
CK.
Right. That was when who was it that I thought wrapped his Lamborghini around a
yeah,
white roll?
Roquan.
Roquan, yeah. With hookers and
Those are
cocaine.
his
The horse.
Chicago gays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chicago
we
Kings.
don't know what he was doing, Bob.
Hey, Abdul Carter though, 202 in our draft.
More allegations.
Right after Trey Harris at the 201. So
I was so
that's
mad at
I don't
Josh
think
for
that
bringing that up.
I don't think
Right,
that's
yeah, like a lot of those sexy
Right.
like second rounders, we shouldn't be drafting them.
I don't think there's a lot of like egregious picks in this first round, honestly. I think a lot of these same names will be in here.
Some of them will take time.
But yeah, we will do a rookie redraft episode, kind of looking back on the rookie class. A couple more here to round things out, and it was sort of under the radar guys that got opportunity. Austin Booker, 17.5 points per game in one game.
Dear God.
The first 9 weeks of the season, weeks 10 through 18, 11 points per game, DL 27 in total points. Miles Murphy, 4.4 points per game, DL 144 in total points to start the season, but weeks 10 through 18, 11.6 points per game, DL 28. So not bad. I think this is one of those where it's like, I want to see what these teams do in free agency and the draft. The Bengals especially losing Trey Hendrickson, losing Joseph Osai, presumably. I think they're probably going to go edge rusher at the 10th overall pick. And then the Bears, they desperately need more defensive line help. So these are not guys that I'm like holding too tightly to. If I can make any kind of profit on Booker or Murphy, these are just, I would like to see these guys do well. I'd like to see them continue to be assets for us in IDP, but I'm just worried about the replaceability factor with both these guys.
Yeah, agree. Like Austin Booker played a ton of snaps.
He played
yes.
a lot of football.
So you just wonder, like, is that as much as he's gonna get,
Yeah.
you know, for his career? Because he was a 5th round pick. Like they'll upgrade that position.
he went a majority of the year with like a sack and a half.
Yeah, but I mean, he tore it up in the preseason.
Yeah.
And so it was nice to see him kind of deliver a little bit for a guy that was really thought to be a project and a guy that was going to take like 3 or 4 years to really develop.
Yeah.
80% of snaps for Austin Booker in
That's
2025.
insane. No one-
Isn't that crazy?
No one saw that coming.
Right.
And we knew the opportunity was going to be there, but still they had Deo Adengbo for a bit.
Right.
Like, and still Booker he got hurt, I guess, but I
Yeah,
don't.
Dio got hurt.
I feel like Booker was still playing a healthy amount.
Didn't Al-Qadim Muhammad play a lot this year too, and then got hurt?
He was with Detroit.
Yeah,
and-
he was with Detroit.
Oh,
having
that's
great
right.
season.
did
That's
good.
right.
Like
that's
10
right.
sacks, I think, this year.
He was another very random year. But yeah, 35 tackles, 4.5 sacks in 10 games. That's a 17-game pace of 60 tackles, 7.5 sacks. So I mean, that's very impressive for a second-year guy.
I think it's just a guy to like keep an eye on. Let's see how things develop. Maybe
Yeah.
the Bears don't address edge rusher and we just run it back with Austin Booker again. But feels like a position of need for this team still.
a great DL 4 or 5 in those deep leagues that you start 4 defensive linemen.
That's a great way to put it. And I think Miles Murphy, I mean, here's
Same
the thing.
thing, really.
Even if the Bengals draft someone at 10, who else is there?
Right.
Yeah.
At worst, he's going to be their edge too.
Right,
That's
exactly.
kind of how it feels. This will be year 4 for him.
I think so, yeah.
And so, yeah, it's nice to see him take the step that he did this season because he was kind of looking like a big old bust. But also, you got Shamar Stewart there. I forget about that.
Yes, gosh, totally forgot about Shamar Stewart.
So hopefully we see signs of life out of him too. But yeah, that defense is an absolute mess. So
One of the worst defenses we've seen in a long, long time.
Shamar Stewart, Joseph Osai.
Did
and
Shamar
then,
Stewart get hurt? Am I just memory holding what he did this season?
yeah, I don't know what happened to him.
Yeah,
I don't
year
remember.
4 for Miles Murphy. Let's see what Shamar Stewart actually did.
They're probably rolling out Barrett Carter and Demetrius Knight again next year too.
Probably so.
I mean,
Yeah.
those guys are probably going to be.
He played 53% of the defensive snaps. Yeah, he started 8. He played in 8 games, started 5 games. So I guess in the games that he played about 53% of snaps. Shamar Stewart. Wow. So, yeah, there you go. Bengals defensive lineman. We'll see how that shakes out. I don't expect either Joseph Osai or Trey Hendrickson to be back with the team in 2026, though. Let's move to everyone's favorite position, though, boys. Linebacker. Let's talk some splits, and let's talk about Bobby Wagner, the ageless wonder. I mean, is he a sell? Is he a hold? Like, when does this end, Addy? Weeks 1 through 9, 15.2. Weeks 10 through 18, 14.9.
Nah, he's certainly a hold. I mean,
Basically,
probably a buy.
15 points per game the entire season.
Yeah, probably a buy. It's him, Demario Davis, Levante David. It's that office gif of them all with the
Right, the finger guns
Yeah.
pointing at each other.
It's
Yeah.
who is going to hang it up first? I don't know that anyone's going to hang it up anytime soon. I mean, I don't know why you would when you're playing like this. Just keep padding the stats. But
Will he be back in Washington? I don't know.
he'll go somewhere.
Right, because I think he's just on a 1-year deal to come back to the Commanders.
Yeah. I think as long as he wants to play, he'll have a spot somewhere. But yeah, I mean, do you like top 12 linebackers? I mean, you should probably go out and try and acquire Bobby Wagner.
Isn't that crazy?
It's nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Yeah, he is a free agent.
And again, I think it speaks to like
35 years old.
there's no sense in stressing out about IDPs or like feeling like you have to overpay for any of these guys when you can just go buy a veteran like a Bobby Wagner for no more, at most a 3rd round pick, right?
For sure.
So I mean, just do that. You don't got to try and find the next Bond every single year.
Yeah.
I mean, and it doesn't even have to be Wagner. Go buy Levante David.
Linebacker
go buy
26, Bobby Wagner was.
Blake
We're just
Cashman's
tired.
Going to be a good player, I think.
Nate Landman.
All those guys will be solid, I think, just like this. So, but not like this. This is another level. We do need to give Bobby his respect. But
Yeah, like the next guy on the list is the one I alluded to, Devin Bush. This one blew my mind because as excited as we were about Carson Schlesinger, and we should be excited, Devin Bush finished as LB5 in total points and LB7 in points per game, 15 points per game, weeks 1 through 9, 13 points per game, weeks 10 through 18, 16.8. That was LB1 in total points the back half of the season. What in the world do we do with this?
We enjoy it. We are thankful that we were here and this
So we got to
happened.
witness this.
This is a cool thing.
What is Devin Bush's contract situation, though? Is he set to be a free agent?
I'm not positive.
Let's take a look. Devin Bush is.
Cleveland should probably keep him around. He's done well there. Like I looked at the PFF grades. Shocking what he did this year. 87.6 overall PFF grade. That was 4th best among all linebackers. 80.4 coverage grade. That was 5th best. And then he was solid last year. He was like in the 70s as far as overall grade goes. But
Set to be a free agent, boys. He's going to make himself some money.
he'll get
in
some
free
money,
agency.
man. Yeah, 125 tackles, 3 INTs, one of those for a touchdown the final week of the season, 2 sacks. Played 83% of the defensive snaps. So, good stuff. I'm it's hard to put like too much confidence in him as an asset, but if you're gonna be getting stat lines like this, it doesn't really hurt to find out. He's not gonna be that much. Like maybe you pay a third for him, but if he does something like this
Again.
Once more, twice more, I think
Pays off.
you're fine with that.
Yeah.
Right. Brown's set to be $17 million over the cap in 2026.
So probably gone.
Probably gone. And I think he's going to make, oh, yeah, you love that Deshaun Watson cap hit. $80.7 million, y'all. Just how the hell does this Browns GM still have a job? What in the world are we doing?
I had a tweet drafted up that I forgot to send, but I was looking for jerseys for Silas for Christmas, and there was a for youth, kids.
Gosh.
It was there was a Justin Tucker
Get
youth
out of
small. There was a Deshaun Watson youth small.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, I don't know.
How much
Where's the oversight?
How much were these?
Oh, they were just,
Full price?
Oh, weirdly enough, dude. I was like, can we make this any other price?
Yeah.
The Tucker was like $69.99.
It was not.
I swear to
You
God.
have got to
I
be
have it.
kidding
I have
me.
a screenshot somewhere. I'll show you boys.
That is incredible. Yes, I want to see this. I want to see this.
Was that the tweet, the screenshot of
It was like, I hope my son loves his gifts. I was going to do that, and I just forgot.
Your flu brain
I had the
kicked
flu.
in.
Yeah, right. I had the
You're like,
flu.
oh, wait, I'm very sick.
No, I took care of the Christmas before that.
That's good.
It was a week.
Smart man.
Yeah, they got the white JJs, right?
Though this year we went wild.
Okay.
Whoa.
He's already had the JJs.
Okay, okay.
They have the white.
Is that the
JJ
one that
and
got
Madison.
ruined at the birthday party?
Yes.
Okay.
He busted his
Busted
lip
his lip and bled all over it.
I was able to pressure wash it out though.
You pressure washed the
nice.
blood
I did.
out?
I
Look
did.
at
Dad.
you.
That's
Pressure
good.
washers.
That is
goats.
impressive.
Goats.
Baseball season, they kill the dirt in the baseball britches.
No, it's pressure washers.
It's very satisfying.
Underrated. Electric
good.
is the way
so
to go
good.
too.
Just wastes a full day.
Yeah.
Right.
Won't be able to feel your arms at night.
Yeah, can't lift your arms over your head.
That's a very much a generational thing. I feel like old men love pressure washing.
No,
Yeah, I could see
over
why.
a certain age,
It's
it's
very
just like-
therapeutic.
It is.
Out there in their Crocs,
And you get
know,
the progress. You see it immediately. It's good. It's good. Everything looks so much better when you're done.
self gratification.
He got a Genty jersey.
So he got a pressure washer for
We
Christmas.
got him 4 pressure washers.
Four pressure washers.
GT jersey, nice.
We got a Genty jersey. We got a Trey McBride jersey. We
Is
got
he to the age to where you're kind of getting
Oh, that one was sick.
We
That
got
was
the-
the sickest
gift.
gift.
That week they wore like the speckled
Oh,
jerseys
yeah.
with the
sandy
cool helmets.
Yeah.
Are you getting these kind of big enough to where like you could kind of slide in them if you need to?
No,
You know?
he'll be out of them in a year.
I gotcha.
So
I
it's
gotcha.
tough.
So they'll be back.
Slow
on
down the
eBay
growth,
pretty quick.
Si.
Well, we got the other one coming up, so
Okay.
hopefully some of these guys
There you
stay
go.
on the same team.
Okay.
You know.
McBride, just stay
Genty
relevant.
hopefully will
yeah.
be there.
Yeah.
You would hope so.
Jefferson.
Probably not.
We'll
Addison
see.
definitely not.
Yeah.
Addison, we got about another year.
Addison's
Addison,
out.
regardless.
Yeah.
yeah, before he's
What else? We got a Jamar Chase from his aunt.
Okay. Okay.
So he is dripped
he-
up.
yeah, dude
he's
is-
a drip lord.
got an absolute
I mean,
closet
like-
full of jerseys now.
And like I'm always like, "Side, does anyone at your school ever say like no one knows any of these players at his school?
That's
Everyone's into
crazy.
soccer these days.
Dude, did y'all not
Yeah.
have that? I remember in second grade or third grade, we had Jersey Day. Like every single Tuesday, you would wear whatever like was the
don't think we
freshest
ever had
jersey
Every
that you
day
had.
was Jersey Day.
Dude,
When I was
Grant
growing
Hill, Penny Hardaway. I had a
the
Tim
basketball
Duncan.
jerseys were
That's
what
when
I
they
had.
were sick.
Yeah.
Dude, I was
Classics.
I had the purple Vince Carter jersey with kind of the
Oh,
thicker
yeah.
like
With
shoulders.
the,
you know?
the actual Raptor on it, or you had the
It was the purple one that said Toronto and I think silver font across the front.
The
and like
one
the
before that.
stripes down the side.
the
I know which one you're talking
That
about.
version
was sick.
before that with the actual Raptor. Those are all
And
time.
those were
Goated.
pinstripe, weren't they?
I think they have a
purple
version
with
of those, yeah.
silver pinstripes and the raptor on like the chest.
Yeah.
Man, those jerseys were
People
so sick.
won't understand how fun it was to live through the Vince Carter era. That was an insane, just dunk fest.
Right. That was like.
People think that some of these guys now can dunk. Dude, they had nothing on Vince Carter.
Right. The Vince Carter's. Yeah, that was up there with like. That contest was like.
That is the dunk contest.
9/11. Those are like the big events of
Never forget.
What's
Yeah.
Levine? Tyler Levine? There's
Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah,
supposedly
Levine.
he can dunk really well.
He's won a few.
Adam
Yeah.
Levine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got
Maroon
his
5.
ripped
I've seen him in
shirts up there
concert.
and
He's
just
very
throw
good.
it down.
He's hot.
Yeah.
So Nick Bolton, Bobo, you mentioned him earlier.
Yeah.
11.9 points per game. To
Shoot
start
him
the
off
season.
into the sky too.
Hey, 16.1 points per game.
We've come around a little
LB
bit.
6 in total points,
Train.
weeks 10 through 18.
Trash.
Finished LB 8 in total points, LB 13 in points per game. I mean, we're right back where we always have been with Nick Bolton.
Yeah.
Kansas City, you glad you brought Nick Bolton back? You had to do that, didn't you?
Yep, just had to do it.
Had to pay him. A lot of weaknesses on that team now.
Right. And now you got your quarterback with a torn ACL. So I think we could be looking at another season of Chiefs, like 6-7 wins.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do.
Yeah.
Don't. Stop it. Cut
Sorry.
it. Just cut it now. I was gonna say something. You made me think about something, and then that
Just
threw me
clip it
off.
and just roll that.
Yeah, just the whole it's 3 straight minutes of a YouTube short of just you doing that.
Oh me.
Oh boy.
They would love it.
They would love it.
I don't know.
youth.
That one, whatever that was, is gone.
Nick Bolton, linebackers,
I don't know.
Tranquil,
Who cares?
Leo Chenal.
Sure, something
Leo
like-
Chenal.
Yeah.
Hope so. Hope this is
agency
the
tracker.
time for Leo.
Start to fire the tracker up.
He
I
has to
did
be.
I did raise him up, and with the season ending,
Yeah.
Leo Chenal got the offseason bump.
I like
He
it.
should be one of the top linebackers available in free agency, I would think.
Just like who
Yeah.
who do you want at linebacker outside of like
let's look at the list actually.
like
It's a good point.
outside of C. Swesh, Jack Campbell,
Yeah.
and
mean-
then what?
you
Edrin
mean-
Cooper had a really bad year.
You mean Dino?
Dino.
Yeah.
Right.
Edge Cooper was abysmal.
I still feel really good about Fred. I mean, Fred should be back and fine.
Agreed. Roquan will be all right.
He'll be fine. He had a down year, but
But you're right. Then you've got like a bunch of like Devin Bush, Cedric Gray, Barrett Carter,
Deion Henley.
Jamie Sherwood.
Yep.
Ernest Jones will be fine. but-
Ernest Jones is up there.
But then you've got like the weirdness behind him. Who in the hell is the linebacker in Arizona next year?
yeah.
All right, here is the free agent list. It's actually got quite a few names on it. Y'all tell me if you think they go back to their current teams or actually hit the market. You ready? Bobby Wagner. I think he's elsewhere.
I think he goes somewhere else
Yeah,
too.
probably so.
Levante David.
Back.
He'll come back.
I think he'll come back on like a very team-friendly deal. I don't think he wants to play anywhere else. Demario Davis.
Probably
I
back.
I think he'll be back if he wants to keep playing. Kenneth Murray, definitely gone somewhere else. Caden Ellis, probably gone, right? New defensive coordinator, new head coach, new GM.
I can
Yeah.
maybe.
And he's like 30 now. You
Yeah,
know?
30.4 years old.
So
Matt Milano, I think they'll move on from Milano. Anzalone.
I mean, they'll.
Wow.
I don't know. There was some friction there. It seemed with that situation.
He wanted a new contract, and they said, no, sir.
So he might be out of there. And also, like with the team not doing as well, like they'll
Right.
probably just
Agreed.
do something else.
Right. So Alex Singleton.
He might come back with the story there with the Nuts.
I know.
and
It's
whatever.
been, yeah.
It's a good story.
It's a good story. Quincy Williams, your boy, 29.3 years old.
I think he's gone.
I think he's gone.
We didn't
as
even
well.
talk about the stat of the year.
Yes, let's talk about it.
I think Quincy's going back to the Jags.
that would be
Swap him for Devin Lloyd.
Devin
is a
Lloyd.
free agent
Yes,
too.
Devin Bush and Devin Lloyd and Quay Walker all hitting free agency
Quay
as
Walker's
well.
a good one. Quay
I think
Walker's
I
solid.
am planting my flag now that Quay Walker comes back to the Packers.
Oh man, that would.
I
suck.
don't want him to, but I think they're going to bring him back.
Yeah, that's like a Leo Chenal situation right there.
Right. I
You don't
think
like it.
I think Devin Lloyd will come back to the Jags. I think Quay Walker will come back to the Packers. I think Devin Bush will walk. I think Nakobe Dean will walk. And Quincy I think will be somewhere else. I could see Singleton being somewhere else as well. Doesn't it feel like he could just be a Josie Jewell replacement in
yeah.
Carolina?
Yeah.
Like that just feels like it could fit there. Yeah.
Roseboom may be a answer
Yeah,
there
Roseboom
long
played
term.
some decent little ball.
Hey, Eric Wilson set to be a free agent. Christian Roseboom set to be a free agent.
Minnesota may bring Wilson back. He was fantastic.
Yeah.
Here's a fun little trio right here. Troy Anderson, Jack Sanborn, Jermaine Pratt, all set to be free agents. There's quite a few
Yeah.
linebackers hitting free agents.
And a lot of upside guys, too, that could,
Troy Anderson, let him live somewhere. Let him have a good year somewhere.
stay healthy.
I need
and
to see it.
produce. Give us 180 tackles. That'd be sick. Oh, crazy stat of the year. The New York Jets didn't record a single interception this year.
515 passes. They did not intercept
That
a single
is
one.
Crazy.
How do you not luck into one?
That
The
is
Like a
next-
bounce ball.
The next closest team is not even one. It's two. So how do you not have one?
That's just insane.
It feels statistically impossible
Two's
that would
also
happen.
pretty bad.
I know.
Yes.
This is shocking. You figure
It just
every team has 10.
tipped
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah.
You know, just a lot of interceptions are not even the fault of the quarterback throwing to
Right.
the other team. It's just it's a little high, gets tipped off a finger, and gets picked off. It happens. But to not have that happen once in 17 games
Yeah, that blew my mind.
It's truly mind blowing. Just some more names here, y'all. N'Kobe Dean, Jack Gibbons, Leo Chenal, Shaq Thompson. I'm just trying to see if there's anyone relevant. Isaiah Simmons, yeah boy, back in there. Devin White set to be a free agent. Y'all, are there any linebackers left on NFL teams at this point?
So when I mentioned the who do you want for dynasty, I think it's who cares.
Yeah.
Because I think you're seeing with the way these off seasons go, there is 40 linebackers hitting the market, and we've been seeing this every single season. Think about every off season now. There's 10 or 12 linebackers.
I have heard.
spots,
I have heard this is a good linebacker class as well.
free agency wise.
No, for rookies.
Oh, rookie wise.
I listened to Dane Brugler today talk about the strength of this draft. Linebacker was one of the positions he mentioned.
that as well.
linebacker, tight end, and defensive end.
Well, that's sick. I mean, chase
So
it if
that's
you
cool.
want, but I
Yeah.
mean, I think you can farm
Oh, yes.
more than ever. No one knows what to do with the position. No one wants to overinvest, look like a fool. When you got some guy that's suddenly a bum. So
And I think there's guys like Zaire Franklin I think could be cut this offseason.
Mm-hmm.
So, there could be even more names that get added to this list as we go.
there'll be 5 or 6 more that are solid, that have been producers for us at least.
And then they'll go sign again.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Yep.
So I mean, you don't have to freak
There's
out.
just a lot of guys that seem to be floating around out there that
Gosh,
will land
look at
somewhere.
Devin White
be
and
relevant.
Devin Bush.
Exactly, dude.
You know?
Nate Landman,
Yes.
Christian Roseboom.
Yes.
Every single season, it's the same. We've said the same thing.
Yep.
So it's all right,
Jordan
adjust.
Brooks.
We're talking
Josie
about
Jewell.
We're talking about a few guys here. We're kind of jumping ahead a little bit, but N'Kobe Dean was actually next on the list
I was
here.
just reading off the list.
Right,
Sorry,
yeah.
my bad. I wasn't. I was in my brain.
I know you were.
N'Kobe Dean, 4.9 points per game to start the season. Obviously, missed a lot of the first part of the season. Weeks 10 through 18, 15.7 points per game. LB 13 in total points despite leaving early week 16 and missing weeks 17 and 18 due to injury. LB 53 in total points. LB 25 in points per game. I think this is one of those guys, Addy, that just rightfully deserves the injury-prone label. I'm sure if you went back and looked, he's probably missed more games than he's played for the Eagles in his time there. But I'm kind of optimistic. I mean, you have to take the injury stuff with, kind of part of the equation here. But N'Kobe looked a lot better than I was anticipating coming back from that injury. So
Yes. Yeah.
it's not all just dour outlook for N'Kobe Dean.
I agree. Yeah, I think he's good. I think that team likes him. I think that they wish this dude stay healthy because I think they would like to keep him around. They invested a 3rd round pick in him. I mean, again, he does flash when he's out there and playing. But yeah, I mean, another year where he appeared in just 10 games, and so he's played 47 games in 4 years. But that's also counting his rookie year where he played 17 games as a rookie, but this was mainly special teams work. Just played 3% of the defensive snaps that season. So seems like a lock that N'Kobe walks in free agency. So, this is the reason why they drafted Jahad Campbell at the end of the first. They just paid Zach Bond $50 million last offseason. So I just don't think they're going to be able to match what another team is willing to pay. It's just not a smart business move typically to overinvest at linebacker, and Philly's a pretty smart team. So yeah, I think N'Kobe's good. He's young. 25 years old, 61.7 overall PFF grade this season.
Cardinals.
75.3 in 2024. That would be a money spot for him.
I think, is he one of the biggest buys right now
For sure.
at the linebacker position?
And that's like in the ranks, he's been trending that way since he returned.
I think he was LB8 last I looked, because we were talking about Edge Cooper. I think was wedged in between Jahad Campbell, Edge Cooper, and then Nakobe Dean.
Right, and that speaks to like the state of linebacker, like
Yeah.
a guy that has had this type of injury history. For him to be that high and for us to still be excited about him, that just tells you there's just not a lot of sexy pieces.
I think he's going to get a Patrick Queen type of bag in free agency.
I agree. He's
I
gonna
think
be
some
fine.
team will just say, look, I think this guy will be healthier. He'll be a little bit luckier with the injuries. And
But we want to front load this.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
would
We're
say
gonna have
so.
it out in year 3.
yeah, it's a 3-year deal with all the money in years 1 and 2 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably a lot of like injury guarantees
From
built in
Georgia, guys won a Super Bowl, guys constantly in the playoffs. I mean, yes, he's got a nice resume. It's just been the
there.
health.
Just
with
the
him.
injuries. That's right.
Yep.
And there will be a team that will say, you know what, I think we can get more injury luck than what the Eagles have had.
And they probably will, right?
Yep.
I mean, again, like this is a lot of. This happens a lot in the NFL when you start out your career. Your body's not fully developed. It is a different level of football, and sometimes it just takes you got to develop into a grown ass man a little bit.
Yeah, and we hope that's coming for Nakobe Dean. All right, 3 veterans here, all of which we just saw set to be free agents. Y'all tell me what your thoughts are here, kind of as we spin forward to 2026. Jack Gibbons, 4.6 points per game, weeks 1 through 9. Weeks 10 through 18, 12 points per game. Addy broke this one out even further. Weeks 15 through 18, 15.3 points per game. LB 10 in total points. Jack
Nice
Gibbons,
little window.
little sneaky kind of playoff winner for you there. Matt Milano, though, y'all. Weeks 1 through 9, 7.3. Weeks 10 through 18, 11.9. Weeks 15 through 17, 22.7 points per game. And then
Had
Chris,
the highest game of his career, right? Didn't we talk about that?
It's a big one.
and then Christian Roseboom, 10.8 points per game to start the season. Weeks 10 through 18, 13.9. But then for your playoffs, weeks 15 through 18, 17 points per game. So which of these guys are you all most excited about? Is it Christian Roseboom, just
I
based on
think-
what we've seen, or is it
yeah.
Jack Gibbons because of, the late season surge there?
It's Roseboom.
I think Roseboom has the best chance to get opportunity next season. I like Jack Gibbons for his traits. Like he's a guy that like once he gets his opportunity, he can pile up the tackles. So I like that, but I just don't know. I don't know that he's going to get
A little
that.
more of an unknown.
Right. But I mean, Roseboom underrated. Like he could very much be like the next Landman, Zach Bond. Like, I mean, this is 2 seasons in a row where Roseboom has been very good for us in IDP. So, seemed like he fit in pretty well there in Carolina. Carolina may want to bring him back. That team deserves more love. Like that, they did a lot with I think a little there.
I think they're just ultimately kneecapped though a little bit by the quarterback.
Oh, for sure.
It's like,
But to get
can Bryce Young ever be better than like the 15th best quarterback in
Probably
the NFL?
He might get ate up this weekend.
probably not.
Yeah, I think the Rams might win that game by like 21 points or
I
something.
hope so.
Or who knows? Rams may not show up. They've been kind of
Rams lost to the Panthers earlier this season, didn't they?
Very true.
You
Very
never
true.
know.
Yeah.
Or the Panthers almost beat the Rams.
I think the Panthers beat the Rams.
Yeah, it
Bryce
was-
Young is just mad. Like I bet on that dude like in props way more than I should have this season.
Maddening.
And like God, like
He's a classic under.
you bet that he's going to throw for 150 yards and he throws for 120.
Yeah.
And then the next week you stay away and he puts up 350. You're like, what is going on with this guy?
What is up with you? Yeah, Panthers 31, Rams 28.
That's right.
They won.
That was one of
in
2
November.
games there that the Rams lost back to back.
Yeah,
Any given Sunday.
any given Sunday.
never know.
Yeah, I don't know. He is wildly. He just is a very strange quarterback because he's so small,
Yeah.
right? And I think you're going to see a lot of these smaller quarterbacks kind of hit the skids this offseason. I think Kyler will be somewhere else. I think Tua will be somewhere else. So it's just hard. It's hard to be sub 6 foot and be successful in the NFL.
Bryce does definitely show some traits at times.
He's very accurate.
That's,
Makes good decisions.
Out of
Just
the
has Ted.
pocket
He only
can-
has Ted. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a
Right.
very bad receiver room.
Coker's decent.
He's
Coker's okay as a second, but Leggett
Their running
is,
game is fine.
Leggett's nothing.
But as far as pass catching options, it is
we
grim.
get an idiot, I think, a true idiot.
Yeah.
Which and he did kind of try to let us know.
Right. He's like, guys, I just love horses.
I like to eat raccoons.
Right. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Oh, yeah, the raccoon.
Why
thing.
did y'all draft me?
I forgot about that.
We can do the country accent. Okay, a couple AFC North linebackers here to wrap us up. Peyton Wilson, 15.2 points per game to start off. Just 7.4 points per game to wrap up. He finishes the season as LB 27 in total points, LB 38 in points per game. And then Roquan Smith, y'all. What are we going to be doing with Roquan Smith? 16.8 points per game to start the season, weeks 1 through 9. He missed 2 games due to injury and had the bye week in there. Weeks 10 through 18, 9.4 points per game. LB 34 in total points. He finishes as LB 29 by points, LB 26 in points per game. Keep in mind, he was LB 19 in total points by Big 3 scoring in 2024. He's going to probably have a new DC. He's going to have a new head coach in 2026. What are we doing with Roquan?
I mean, nothing.
Kind of in a weird spot.
I'm not going to do anything dumb and sell him for what he finished as.
For a third.
Yeah, for a fourth, do something stupid like that.
He has been declining, though. I mean, the last 2 years have been a decline. And
Definitely
that worries me.
But we could also see, like, he's Roquan. We could also see, him put together some of his most productive seasons, coming up.
Brian Flores, I saw, was interviewing there in Baltimore.
I hope that doesn't
What
happen.
can you get better than Roquan? You
Yeah,
know,
I mean-
that's the question is like, all right, cool, I sold Roquan, but what did I get?
Yeah.
You still got to put somebody in that spot as far as like starting a linebacker.
And he did average 16.8 points per game.
I almost
the first
argue
9
that like
what is the price though someone could come offering you where you're like, you know what?
Second, if I'm in a spot where like I need to get younger, like I'll probably let him go for a second. But if I'm contending, I want Roquan Smith. Dude.
Yeah, don't sell him for a second.
That is a tough look to end the season.
I think
And
maybe
especially like
9.4 points per game.
But also, like, when you look at week 17 and 18, he put up, like, 2.5 points week 17,
Right.
3 points week 18.
It's not great.
So, yeah, it's just...
what if he's tired? What if he just kind of got over like Lamar kind of quit
Well,
playing? They
I
got
think
out of
could
playoff
be.
chances.
There is a lot of smoke to the locker room had quit on Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Kind of theory as to why he got let go. So you could see a situation where you get a Mike McDonald type of coach. I've seen Jesse Minter, the defensive coordinator of the Chargers, rumored as a head coaching candidate there. So you get a guy like that in there who's a young upstart, energizes that locker room, defensive mastermind.
I also saw Flores though.
Yeah, he's interviewing as well. So I would not be surprised to see Baltimore go defense because you have Lamar, yes, but the identity of the Baltimore Ravens is their defense.
Yes.
And that defense has not been great for at least this entire season.
Yeah. But, I mean, overall, I look at change coming into this room as good, right? Like, it's been disappointing for Roquan. So,
It had
like,
gotten
any
stale.
type of change,
Yeah.
like, I think is good news for Roquan. He's still going to be a guy that's going to be hovering around a top 15 linebacker. So, I mean, yeah, I'm not worried. Again, I think we're going to be talking about Roquan like we talked about Levante David, Bobby Wagner. Like, he's going to be a guy that we're discussing when he's 34, 35. So.
Yeah, I just want to see the upswing. We need to see this trend kind of stop of the declining production here for IDP. And I think
he'll
it will.
give us a few years, yeah.
I think he's probably a good buy low right now.
Definitely. If you can get him for a third, like you need to have Roquan in
because there are probably some managers that got burned big time in championship week
He's
by
not super
2.5 points.
No, 29, right? Something
You
like
had
that.
him in championship week, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so week 17.
Speaking of
Big
championship
old
week,
stinker.
I was only in 2 ships this year and lost one of them with Derrick Henry
You lost with Derrick Henry?
to Jordan
Wow.
Ball.
Shout out
the rest
J.
of my
Ball.
team, Jordan Addison didn't do anything. Devonta Smith didn't do anything. Pickens didn't do anything.
Yeah,
I don't know. It was a weird championship week.
I agree. I had a tough finish. I think I went 1-7 in championships, so that was
But you were in 8 championships. Yeah.
that's good, right?
That's
but
solid.
Still stings.
it sucks. Yeah,
Yeah,
like I had Saquon, I had some James Cook. Those guys sucked week 17. So.
Let you down.
A lot of guys sucked week 17, it felt like, aside from Derrick Henry.
I do think
Yeah.
that ideally
CMC did well.
you would finish your playoffs in week 16. Because week 17 is really starting to be the new shutdown.
I was
week.
having this conversation with Johnny. The problem is you'd have bye weeks in the first round of your playoffs.
Oh, I agree. It's not possible.
That's the crappy part is that unless you condense the playoffs down to 2 weeks and you just do weeks 15 and 16, you can't make that work.
So getting screwed is part of the the end, I guess, you know. Yeah. Also, if you're doing week 18, like stop doing that. That is stupid.
That's insane.
Like, why would you ever do that?
We put out content for week 18.
That's a mistake. That's someone who set it up incorrectly.
Correct. You need to just fix that. Like we put it out for you all because we know there are some of you. A lot of folks do 2-week championships, so it's 17 into 18. But just stop it at 17.
Yes.
Because I think it ended like right around Christmas this year. So it's just like let's wrap it up. Let's not drag it out any further than we have to.
Yeah.
Especially when guys are like, did you see the top 10 of productive linebackers for week 18?
It's just
it was guys. I was like, I pride myself on knowing a lot of the linebackers in this league. Guys I'd never heard of before.
Third and fourth string on all the depth charts.
One more question, just to ask linebacker-wise before we move on. Cedric Gray, what are we doing with him?
I mean,
that was a heavy question over the last couple weeks.
You had him top 10 in your dynasty rankings?
The more I dug in, I mean, it's
pretty
hard
fun.
not to
What's
be
not
impressed,
to
you know? I mean, also the PFF grades were very good.
Is he the linebacker that played at Texas? I think he did, and I think he had some really fun stats. I'll pull it up real quick.
Yeah, he's just like, he's I've been thinking about just like traits, like and stuff like that for players. Like he is a guy that has traits that you want for IDP assets.
Coming out of
Tackles
college,
a lot.
6'2", 234. Let's see. Let me see if I can get some splits on him.
And the Titans are going to have other areas of need that they're going to be addressing this offseason. I think they're like, all right, who are the building blocks that we have? We have Cam Ward. We have Jeffrey Simmons. We have Cedric Gray. Amani Hooker, I think they just re-upped, didn't they?
DK.
Look at this. So his sophomore year, 100 tackles, 2 sacks, 2 interceptions. His junior year, 145 tackles, 12 TFL, 1 sack, 2 interceptions. His senior year, 121 tackles, 11 TFLs, 5 sacks, 1 interception.
Yeah.
Over 4 years at North Carolina, 369 total tackles, 30 TFLs, 8.5 sacks, 5 interceptions.
North Carolina.
Yeah,
I mean, so that's these players are who they are.
Yep.
I've said that a lot. And Cedric Gray knows how to tackle, knows how to produce. So yes, I will see what his career turns out to be.
And I think, is Cody Barton set to be a free agent there?
No, they gave him a 3-year deal, but still, like they can get out of that probably. And also, it's like I don't think they're going to allow Cedric Gray to be blocked by
Cody Barton.
So
yeah, you hope not. Let's talk defensive backs though to wrap things up here, boys. And we're starting off with Nick Amenwari. We mentioned him earlier. Only 4.3 points per game to start the season. Missed 3 games, had the bye. DB 137 in total points. Total bust. Weeks 10 through 18, 16 points per game. DB 1 in total points. I was going to get the Donald Trump I'm going to come sound drop on the board. I forgot. So just imagine it in your head.
2026 more drops.
I love that drop. I use that one all the time because I always see it in conjunction with the Kamala Harris. Yeah. Do not come. Do not come. He's like, I'm going to come. So that's me with Nick Amenwari.
Did they make a bigger drop board for Rhodey? Can we throw?
There's like 48 drops on
I know,
this thing.
but like, could you make it to where they're all?
No, it's just that number of buttons.
What a bummer.
Yeah, I know. It's just 8.
What a bummer.
I know. If we just
gotta
had
be.
Even 4 more would be good.
We don't even need equalizers. Just drops.
We just need the drops. And we
need Adam to have access.
Absolutely no Adam access to the drops. Nick Amenwari.
I need to sit there.
Yeah, you do not need to sit here.
Can we do that?
This episode would never get recorded. It's like when we used to do the XFFL pod and we recorded that one episode 3 times because it did not work the first 2 times.
Did
that
it
was
work
fun.
the third?
I don't even know. I think we might have given up.
20 total listens on that one.
Right, that was fun.
They're
There
all
was a good
Swedish.
use of time
None of
as
the
adult
league
men.
members.
Nick Amenwari, where is he overall in your dynasty rankings? Is he top
he's
20, top 25?
Definitely, yes. Let's pull it up.
I got
Let's take a look.
Bob's got it.
Yeah, so right now, Amenwari is overall player 11.
Wow, that's awesome.
Safety 1, right behind Brian Burns and ahead of Micah Parsons.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I just love it. I love that this was one of those you could just see coming. It made a lot of sense. 10 RAS freak lands with uber talented defensive coordinator deployed perfectly. Like, I don't know. This is one of the IDP assets I feel most bullish about for the next like 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, for sure.
He's gonna do nothing next year.
He's just gonna he's gonna suck suddenly, get benched. It's just Tykee season.
Tykee.
Some dude I was watching, Underdog was doing their playoff predictions, and the guy had the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. And they're like, all right, who's going to be the MVP if the Seahawks win? And he said, Ty Okada. I was like, all right, this dude is a degen.
He plays IDP.
He plays Madden, actually. He does the Madden rebuilds with the franchise mode. Like, that's his whole channel.
Oh, wow.
He's at Bingle, I think, on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of him.
Yeah, he does. He doesn't play Madden. He just does the Madden
Sims.
rebuilds.
Which honestly, that's
Yeah, the Sims.
that's not a bad way to learn the game. Or
Oh,
like
yeah,
learn who's good
absolutely.
at what. Like also like that's college football. I'm pretty sure like they get all their like rating and stuff from PFF. So I mean, if like you want to do some like scouting, like literally you can just go play the game.
Just go play the game.
Have they let AI take over? Like, what is the Madden?
Yes,
or
it's
anything
taking
like
over
that?
taking over everything, Bobby. Yes,
Remember, Adam is now AI.
Just
We've
assume
confirmed
yes.
that Jay Colhagen's AI.
correct. I know what you're gonna ask, and yes.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. Thank you for.
You can be one of
answering.
us. No, Nick Amamori. It's funny how if I were like, hey, rank like your kind of cornerstone dynasty rankings, the guys that you feel most optimistic about, a lot of them would be from this rookie class, right?
Yes, exactly.
Carson Schlesinger, Nick Amamori,
Abdul
Okay.
Carter still
Abdul
feel
Carter.
great.
I still feel good about.
I don't know from you. Would you trade him for a first?
Yes, absolutely.
You would trade a first for Nikki.
I would take a first for Nick Amamori.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Well,
yeah.
oh, you would.
Would I
give a
trade a
for him.
first? It's really close.
Wow, that's hilarious.
It's really close.
I'd give you first, and I'd take a first.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair market price. You know,
You just see two trades.
right? I send them and then I get them right back. We just send the first back and forth.
Sometimes you just need to make a trade.
I just
Yeah.
gotta feel alive for a
But
second.
I will just say, it's a DB though. It's a DB. I would
It's a
not.
good one.
I get
It's
it.
a DB with a ton of really sweet.
What do you put up?
Sweet spot usage.
What do you put up like 2, 3 30-point games this season? Year
true.
1.
He is truly one of those very rare like DB. I don't want to say cheat code, but like positional advantage guys that are just hard to come by.
We just had one in Brian Branch. I'm pour one out. Let's not forget about Brian Branch.
He hasn't fallen down too far in the ranks. I saw. He's still hanging up.
Oh,
there.
I'm still very
Yeah.
high.
Adam's had a candle lit for Brian Branch
Yeah.
ever since that Achilles
I think
popped.
you will be very happy, the people that buy Brian Branch.
But Kaham is still pretty high as well. I mean, he's safety too, obviously.
Do we know what his injury was leaving that
Concussion has seemed
Yeah.
to
I thought it
last
was
game of the
head-related.
season? Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. Monmori is nasty. I mean, it's hard not to watch a game and be like, good gosh, who is this guy? It's also fun to see him this competent this early in the NFL. Like, it looks like that was my worry is the whole, I don't know if Sig said it or maybe somebody else, but I don't know. I was just worried that the college game was not going to translate to the NFL for him up top, upstairs. I knew he had the physical traits, but
I think just being in a great team with a
Yeah.
great coach
Agree.
really helped
Yeah,
with
I
that.
think
Good
a lot of
defensive
people
line.
miss that. It
Yeah.
was just a great environment. And really, like, he's surrounded by so much talent. Like, you can just
Yeah.
let this dude be himself.
Yep.
You know?
great defensive backs around him.
Exactly.
You know,
A lot of veterans, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Julian Love there. I mean, yeah, we mentioned Ty Okada. Who was the other
But
one?
just a lot of dogs,
Kobe.
man. I mean, Witherspoon,
Yeah.
like, that's nice to have.
Reek
To-
Wollins
Rick
there.
Wollen.
This team, I don't know, man. The more I talk about it, the Seahawks. It's just
it's
because
Sam
of Darnold.
It's Darnold.
That's it. You'll see
If
the
they
eyes.
run into-
you'll see the eyes.
Right.
Go season, baby.
It's like I want to believe in this team because that defense is filthy. That's the problem with all of the defensive forward teams. The Broncos, the Texans, the Seahawks are all quarterbacks I do not trust.
But I just think you can stop Kenan Walker and Zach Charbonnet. Like, I know a lot of times it is a defensive and it's a run game in the playoffs, and then you want the veteran quarterbacks and everything, but you're going to see them Darnold eyes again. He's going to.
I don't know because you look at them.
just JSN.
You see
Yeah.
them. You see them
Yeah, it's like
play
Cooper Kupp.
the 49ers, who are the hottest offense in the league, averaging like 30 points coming into that game over the last 3 or 4, and they scored 3 points.
I
They were
don't
kept
know.
out of the end zone for the first time since the first season of the Kyle Shanahan era,
I don't know.
when they were starting.
Kittle's been banged up. You've got Pearsall that's been rolled up on every
The
single game.
defense is not.
You're rolling out
Right.
Juwan Jennings.
No Fred
and-
Warner, no Bosa.
What my favorite thing Adam called Demarcus Robinson, old hard hands.
Stone hands.
Stone hands.
Yeah,
That was
but
it.
I think you may not need Sam Darnold to do a lot in these playoffs
Oh, you
because the
will.
defense will just
You're
snuff these
gonna-
teams out, man.
I'm with
Are they going
Adam.
to play the Rams in the second round?
It's potential if the Rams win, and then the Seahawks would have to beat, or do they get the bye?
They got
Yeah,
the
they got
the
the
bye.
bye.
So
If the Packers beat the Bears, the Packers would go to Seattle because
Correct.
Seattle's the 1 seed, right?
Correct. But the Packers are not going to beat the Bears. I don't.
I
Think.
mean, they
does,
could.
I always every year I forget. Does it reseed?
I don't know.
It does.
We
No
should
one
know
knows.
this. I have to pull up the
Pull up
playoff.
AI.
Yeah, AI, help us, help me, chat.
AI.
Help me, chat.
it's a new thing.
All right.
AI is done.
Yeah, Addy,
It's all about
I'm gonna
AI.
let
He's our
you.
producer. We just got him
Yeah.
just on
Hello,
retainer.
Josh, you idiot. You should know this. You've had an NFL podcast for almost 7 years. Addy, who do you want to talk about here from the rest of these DBs?
Really, none of these guys. I think
Cool.
it's just it's a highlight that it's like again, Antonio Johnson. Everyone familiar with Antonio Johnson? Weeks 1 through 9, 3.9 points per game was DB 181 in total points. Weeks 10 through 18, 14.7 points per game, DB 2 in total points. So you could have picked up Antonio Johnson midway through the season. I think it was I don't remember who got hurt in front of him.
Yeah.
Eric Murray, maybe.
yes, I think you're right.
And then Antonio Johnson, just a revelation. He was also like super good, like playoff time. So I think if you had him, you probably won your leagues. Dane Belton, same thing. Like, and this has been an ongoing theme for Dane Belton.
Dane Belton always feels like a late season hero.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, weeks 1 through 9, 7.6 points per game was DB 78 in total points. Weeks 10 through 18, 14.3 points per game was DB 7 in total points. Finishes the year's DB 21 in total points, DB 31 in points per game at 10.8. So yeah, I mean, again, just like more examples of just windows, especially at this position, defensive back. There's just not a lot of elite guys. So I mean, you really can just find whoever is next man up due to injury, just plug and play him pretty much. That's the way to play this position.
I did like seeing Chamari Connor. That was a guy that
was a
Justin
hat-tipped,
Barnes
Mr. Barnes exactly.
shouted out. 12.6 points per game, DB 15 in total points, weeks 10 through 18. So that's nice to see.
He was great. Xavier Watts, Alohi Gilman, both those guys were very good. Xavier Watts, he finished the year weeks 10 through 18, 11.8 points per game was DB 11 in total points. That's a guy that I'm very high on in Dynasty.
I like Xavier Watts a lot.
Yeah, he was. I think he's going to be very, very good. Usage is good for him. It's more favorable of the defensive backs there.
You also got Billy Bowman.
Billy Bowman.
Don't forget about Billy Bowman now.
He's a nice little slot dog. He could be much better in year 2, I think. Alohi Gilman was low-key very good once he was traded to Baltimore. Mm-hmm. They used all 3 of those safeties there, and Kyle Hamilton, Malachi Starks, and Alohi Gilman. But yeah, weeks 1 through 9, he averaged 7.8 points per game. That was DB 90 in total points. Weeks 10 through 18, he averaged 10.7 points per game. Was DB 18 in total points. Also, I think that's just a nice little note and something to remember. 10.7 points per game was DB 18 in total points. It's
Not much to write home about, folks.
Don't get so wrapped up in
And
this
big three,
position.
big three scoring rewards, I think, DBs more than other scoring
For sure.
systems because
Exactly.
we juice PDs up to
PDs,
4
right.
points, right?
Exactly. So, yeah, it's just you don't need to ever overspin a defensive back. That's something that will always be a common thing said about that position on this show. Tykee Smith needed to.
Gotta talk about this big old bust.
This guy sucks. I hate.
You
this
are
guy.
a fool for talking
I hate this guy.
good about this guy.
He just he really let us down, didn't he? Weeks 1 through 9, 16.5 points per game was DB 2 in total points. I'm looking like the smartest man alive. Weeks 10 through 18, 9.7 points per game, DB 59 in total points. Totally sucked it up in the playoffs.
Egg
when it
all
mattered.
over your face.
Still finishes as DB 4, and actually safety 1 in total points.
But what do we do with that, though? Do you believe the first half of the season or the second half of the season?
I think he's in the middle, really. I think
Yeah.
he's more like a 12 to 14 point per game
he's
type
a
of player.
top 12 safety for sure.
Yes. Also, though, he there's a chance that he could suck sometimes. Like he's
Can't we all?
We all have those moments in us where we're not our best. And I've always worried about Tykee in that way. Like, I think, like, again, a guy with great traits, like, absolutely has the dog in him, but can take bad angles, can let some big plays happen.
I think that you talk about a team needing an infusion of new ideas.
Yeah.
I hate that
they
Tampa Bay brought back Bowles because it feels like that defense needs an overhaul.
Agree. Yeah.
Offense needs an overhaul.
Yeah, they let go of almost their entire coaching staff.
Emeka? What
Offensive
the hell
coordinator.
happened to that guy?
That
Like
dude was
Tykee.
playing. He was playing as like
Jeez.
their wide receiver 4, wasn't he?
Dude, that first 5
Yeah.
weeks was like, holy moly, is this the new, like, Puka kind of?
Tykee
Yeah.
Smith was one of the highest scoring IDPs the first half of the season.
Oh, he was incredible.
regardless of position.
He was incredible, man.
How many guys are giving you, what was it, 16 points a game?
Yeah, it was. I mean, we just saw it. Montewarri was 16 points per game the second half of the season. That was
Right.
DB1. So I mean, yeah, there's not a lot of guys touching that type of.
Emin Wari just stole Tykee Smith's
whatever.
the magic sauce like in Space Jam.
Yes.
I wanted to look it up since we should know this. The NFL playoffs, they do reseed. The lowest remaining seed will play the 1 seed.
So the Rams are going to freaking play the.
Could be. If the Eagles beat the Niners are the 6 seed, the Rams are the 5 seed. So you need both the Bears and the Eagles to win. If they win, the Rams play the Seahawks.
And I would love that. I'm
the
not
Bears
scared of the
play the
Seahawks.
Eagles. So
I'm not worried about
I mean, you
the
don't want
Seahawks.
to play the Seahawks
if you put
I'd rather play
Mc-
them than the Eagles.
I don't want to play Philly.
Nope, me
And,
neither.
and I really don't want to play Shanahan either because sometimes he has McVay's number.
I think
if you put
Fangio-
McVay up against Seattle and Sam Darnold, though, I think
Oh,
that's
boy.
going to be
Ate his lunch.
they will.
that's going to be the worst possible
And that's
outcome
probably
for
in
the
Seattle too,
Seahawks.
and that doesn't really matter.
Right.
The Rams can.
No, if they get rattled, that's not. That's,
Oh yeah,
the stadium's going to collapse on itself.
dude, that was one of the Darnold's rougher looks this year. Is when Kobe Turner I think had a good game that
the
week.
first matchup, right?
Yes, when they
So-
were in Seattle.
Well, and even that second matchup looked like it was trending that way, and he
Yeah.
turned it on. And
Yeah.
that was a signature win for him.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
mean, you could see 2 potential upsets. This is not a bracket where I'm like, there's no way the Niners beat the Eagles, or there's no way the Packers beat the Bears.
Yeah.
I see 2 very banged up teams that are going against, but then you got the Packers. It's versus Chicago in the
Dude.
playoffs for the first
Coin
time
flips,
in
dude.
how long,
Coin
right?
flips on that.
It is
whole
not
bracket.
it's not a JD drafting Patriots type of playoff season.
No,
Oh, you got to get lucky this year, I think.
you
gotta
just
know
have
who
you
you
have
want.
to pick. You have to get lucky and pick the team that makes it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Or at
I'll-
least get the games. You got to get
Right.
you got to get 3 games out
Yeah.
of. You can do it. I think you can do it a little different this year, but
Yeah.
you just gotta figure out how. You got to get lucky with.
I was
the coin
talking.
flips.
Yeah.
I was talking to Sig a little bit about it because we were talking about his offensive rankings, and he's like, "This is a year where you could see the 1 seeds be one and done."
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
because it's Bo Nix and Sam Darnold.
Yep.
And I think
That's
defense
crazy.
does travel in the playoffs, but quarterback play matters a lot.
Yes.
And that's why my pick is Rams Bills. Even though I think the Bills defense has deteriorated,
Oh, yeah.
I'll take Josh Allen and Matthew Stafford. If everything else is pretty much equal across the rest of the field, it's pretty flat. I'll take the 2 best quarterbacks.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think if the Rams can get past Carolina, and then if they go to play in Seattle, I'm not super worried about that. I feel like the bigger game would be then maybe having to square up against the Eagles in the championship.
The
Yeah, I don't
Eagles
wanna
have
play the
just
Eagles.
not looked right the entire season.
I don't disagree
but
with that.
I thought they kind of turned on though a little bit towards
Yeah.
the end.
their defense
A.J.
is
Brown
playing
started to
well,
score.
and they also they have Devontae Smith, Saquon
Yeah.
Barkley, Jalen
Dallas
Hurts,
Goddard
A.J.
played
Brown.
really good.
So it's like this team can turn it around. So, anyways, a little bit of a detour there. Any
It's
other
not going to
guys?
be an AFC team that wins it. I don't think.
I think the NFC teams are where I would put my money.
think so,
Yeah, I
too.
agree.
Rams would be my pick. If it did end up being a Rams Bills Super Bowl, I would put my money on the Rams.
Stafford's got to be licking his chops, as is Josh Allen probably.
Yeah,
as
I mean, you
well.
got Mahomes out of the way, Lamar's out of the way. There's no
Yeah.
Joe Burrow.
no Dak.
Yeah, no Dak.
Not that that's.
Anybody else you want to shout out here before we wrap up, Eddie?
We can mention Marlon Humphrey. He was fantastic again. 8.4 points per game, weeks 1 through 9. That was DB 102 in total points, weeks 10 through 18, 16.5 points per game. DB 3 in total points. Also notable, he is one of the more annoying players in the league, right? He does a lot of streaming, a lot of content type of stuff. So
He does. I think he has a podcast, maybe.
Yep. Should probably do less of that stuff. But
And isn't his Twitter handle like marlin.eth, like Ethereum or something
probably
like that?
so.
Am I making this up?
That does track.
Nice.
Cooper DeJean. We gotta mention Cooper DeJean here. Final one. 11.5 points per game. DB 25 in total points week 1 through 9, and then weeks 10 through 18, 13.4 points per game. DB 10 in total points. Finishes as DB 8 in total points and DB 11 in points per game. Just nice to see.
I know.
Cooper DeJean.
It's just that was one of the best parts of my team in our dynasty league this year was
Just a solid
Cooper
player.
DeJean, plug and play. It's like I took that guy in the 4th, and I was like, I don't know about taking a cornerback in the rookie draft and locking myself into this guy for the next 4 years, but
You're thrilled you did
sure is nice just to set it and forget it every week. Yeah, marlinhumphrey.eth. That has to be Ethereum,
Yeah,
right?
it'd be
What else would
Ethereum.
ETH stand for? So,
Yeah.
did not know Marlin was a crypto bro.
Yeah, tracks.
So there you go. What was that? Probably like 25, 30 players that we just ripped through.
Hey,
plus
Kamari Lassiter was
another
awesome,
25
too.
we kind of talked about.
I don't know if we ripped through it, but
Yeah.
Hey, I thought this thing was going to go 2 hours plus. Hour and 40 is not too bad
that's
for
not
us
terrible.
boys.
That's not terrible for the offseason.
We cooked.
Getting through a lot of players very quickly. Well, hopefully you all enjoy the first round of the playoffs. Who do you think is going to be in the Super Bowl? Did y'all give your picks? Who do you think is making it to the big dance?
I'm going to go Eagles, Pats.
Eagles, Pats. All right, Bobo, what you got for us?
I'm gonna go Rams, Pats.
Rams, Pats. All right, and I'm Rams, Bills. So
Nice.
we'll see how it goes. I had a playoff rankings little episode of IDP Drafts. If you want to check that out on the channel, we got Sigmund Bloom's rankings. If you're doing any sort of playoff fantasy, I've got some IDP rankings out there as well. So enjoy the football, y'all. This is
Enjoy
probably
it. This is the one time a year he ranks.
that's right. Enjoy
This is
it
the first
while
time
you
he's
can.
done it. He did a great job. Good job, Josh.
They're really good.
Thank you. And this is I love playoff fantasy football. It's my favorite format of fantasy. I love Wild Card Weekend. I'm usually in Vegas. I'll be here with you boys this weekend if we want to get together and watch games.
What the
little
heck?
peasant.
Vegas has gotten so expensive. We just cannot really.
It's that damn sphere.
It is. The
Sucking everything towards it.
Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz and the Sphere is jacked up flight price. It's $1,000 to fly to and from Vegas. You can fly to Europe for cheaper than you can fly to Las Vegas.
Why don't you just go to Europe then?
Insane. We
Do
will.
wild card in Venice.
Wild card in Lake Como, baby.
Gambling, you can do it here now.
Right, yeah.
Why? What's the reason?
What are we doing?
Come on,
here,
Vegas.
guys?
Drop the prices.
What are we doing
You just
here?
need to get people there. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Just get them in the door.
Your city's dying, Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas.
Your football team
Come on,
sucks.
Vegas.
Pete
Yeah, you
Carroll's
guys are
gone,
picking number 1
and
overall.
you're ruining Ashton Jeanty.
That's
Right.
right. Let's get to the real
Oh,
heart of what's going on.
But the
yeah.
biggest buy, Ashton Jeanty and Abdul Carter.
yes,
Agreed.
love that. There you go, folks. That was a little freebie there at the end for you. But
Jeanty, man, what a glow up he's about to experience. I am pumped.
you're going to get your quarterback at 101, probably the Mendoza kid from Indiana.
Did you ever get a chance to hear his interviews or anything?
No, I heard he's very buttoned up and kind of robotic.
It is odd.
It's a little odd.
AI-ish.
It's
I
odd. It
listen-
it
GPT.
truly is.
Listening to Brugler, it kind of sounded like that might be something he gets knocked for a little bit. Is like
His awkwardness.
just like you're coming off a little too sort of robotic here. And so I think that's one of those where it's like, are we going to knock a guy for being like too professional and buttoned up? But I think there's also like a Russell Wilson factor to it of like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
got to be able to connect with your teammates too.
Agree.
I love that Russ is coming back next year. Coming back to play.
Coming back to do what though?
I don't know. Isn't that what he said? We've had a lot of table incidents.
I know
tonight.
we got
glasses.
restless leg syndrome.
Yeah.
So our next episode, we'll be back in 2 weeks. It will be the 2025 rookie redraft. So we will be kind of recapping the season that was with rookies.
I'm gonna
and
bust
then
y'all's head.
February we'll be turning the page to rookies and doing a rookie
Mecca
primer.
101. Look at you. Look at you.
But hope you all enjoyed this episode. Next week, we will have a trailer for the after show coming out. Scott and Jake are taking that over this offseason. They'll be dropping their first
That's
episode
worrisome.
the work. The
Good
week,
drafters. They did well in their best
They
balls
did
and
very,
fast
very
drafts.
well. They did
so
very well.
Probably
So
should pay attention to those boys.
check it out. They'll drop their first episode looking at the ADP the week of January 25th. So basically, we'll be alternating with those guys in the offseason every other week for us. So back in a couple weeks to talk about the 2025 rookies. And then we'll be on to the 2026 rookies, y'all.
Oh, no.
It'll be head down
Not
through
yet.
the draft.
Not
So
yet. I ain't ready.
strap in, Bobo. It's time. But
We saw what Reese declared today.
Yeah.
yes,
Saw.
he did.
So he's going to be a top dog, I'd have to imagine.
Top dog. We'll get into it.
You know, Reuben Bain.
Ruben Bay. That's a sweet name.
You're going to love that.
I love
You're
that.
A Marvel freak or whatever.
Do it.
It's a DC.
Do
but
it. I
okay.
know you can drop a Bane
Same
comment.
difference.
No,
Try it.
the Bane voice is
Do
too
the
hard
Bane
for
voice.
me. I'm not going to do it.
Let's see it.
No, I really can't. It's one of those I'm not.
Sound off in the comments if you want to hear him do the Bane thing.
Don't sound off in the comments. I'm going to disable comments so you all can't do that.
What's the, there was a big quote, right? It was, he talked like that.
Yeah, he talks like
I
that.
was
yeah.
built in the darkness.
Yes.
That was built in the
Is
darkness.
that it?
Yes.
Something like that. Yeah, you're pretty close. You're directionally accurate. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So
You can't do that?
Molded by it.
yeah,
There
that's
you
good.
go.
Bobo, why we got Bobo to do it?
I like that movie. That's one of the few Marvel movies I've seen.
It's DC again,
I'm
guys.
gonna watch it again tonight.
It's DC.
After my quesarito.
Yeah, there you go.
Marvel knows what they're doing.
Everyone go
Yeah.
get a quesarito. Enjoy Wild Card
Get you some
Weekend.
sauce to
I'm gonna
slop
go.
on it.
I'm gonna go kill these two, and we'll see you guys.
The
in a couple
volcano
weeks.
lava sauce.
Y'all take care.
It's the IDPs.